I swear to God. I swear to God. Are we back alive? This one seems to be alive. Is this one alive? Two days in a row, huh? 2 days in a row that I managed to fucking crash my shit. Fucking impressive. Fuck's sake. Let's go see if I can actually check that. There's some there's comments coming in on the old one, and now I can't see them anymore. Let's see if I can see the the live whatever for it. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's get the music back on. God, I need to... There's something wrong with my CPU is like not doing well or something. There's something stupid going on. Because I don't have live chat replay for it yet. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. How did he get it? Oh my Jesus Christ. What in the hell? What in the hell? Oh, whatever. Now I'm all messed up. I'm like, what the hell was I talking about? What in the hell was I talking about? What happened? I tried to open Arknights, and it caused OBS to crash. But not even fully crash, just like break. And then I had to just like restart my entire PC. Okay, last 2 days have been tech issue days. I'm starting to get worried. I'm starting to get worried. Well, I've lost the comments that were going on in the last one as I crashed. And I also can't remember what we were talking about right as we crashed. I was talking about the fact that yes, indeed, sometimes with Google Play PC, if I put my PC into sleep mode, if I played Arknights sometime during the day earlier, then I close it and I put my PC into sleep mode. Google Play PCs like still has stuff in the background going on if I don't go and like close it specifically. But then sometimes it then makes it so that when I come back and I get my PC out of sleep mode and I try and like relaunch Arknights or something, it's like super confused and something just breaks. And this time it broke OBS. So that was very epic. And I'm starting to get worried that I have to like... There's a couple things that I'm wondering about. Like I might have to upgrade my PC or do something. I need to like do some kind... I don't know if I maybe need to do like a fresh install. I have not done a fresh install of Windows for a long time. I don't know if I need to start doing something like that. I'm maybe updating. Well, at some point I do want to update my, like, a bunch of parts from my PC. But do I have to do it much earlier than I thought I did? Or do I have to actually start thinking about it, like, right away? Because it's getting a little annoying. Mainly, it feels like there's almost, like, something fucking wrong with my CPU or something. Because I feel like my CPU is getting loaded way more than it should be getting. It's a little weird. It's not even that, like, the temperature is completely fine, so it's not that it's like, it's not that it has like a... I could maybe put like a new set of thermal paste, but the temperature looks completely fine, so that would be a little weird. It's just that when I launch like absolutely anything, my PC just like throttles. It's whack. Like it just fucking 100% my CPU when I like launch anything. I don't know. I'm confused. I have to actually start maybe troubleshooting some of this shit at some point. Waiting for a desk to arrive. Like a for a new PC as well. Nice. See what I use? I have a i7-9700K. So at this point, pretty old already. When was that? When did it come out? i7-9700K was launched when? How old is this thing? Does this give me a year for the release? 9th generation, right? 2019, huh? Yeah, 2019, so yeah, 5 years old at this point. 5 years old at this point. Actually, what quarter was it in 2019? Quarter 1 2019, so yeah. It is indeed pretty much getting almost exactly to like 5 years old. Which, however, that's the thing, is like, okay, yeah, it's 5 years old, but it's like a high-end CPU from that year, so it's a little strange that it's like I'm having these issues. It might be something else, because actually now that I restarted, everything's like way fucking smoother. I don't get fucking lag on my camera when I open a browser. So maybe I might need to do like some clean installs or something. I might need to rather do something like a Windows clean install at some point or something. Because I've been having just some other random like lagginess on my PC recently anyway. Like actually, well, not even recently, for a while now. I have to do stuff like that instead of jumping instantly to buying new stuff, where I'd probably have to do a clean install of Windows anyway, but then it's like, oh, maybe I should just upgrade and clean install at the same time. The only problem is then when I want to update, if I want to update my PC now, the next upgrade to my PC is going to be fucking expensive. Because I have to replace like half the machine. Because I want a new CPU, which means I'll need a new motherboard, which means I'll probably need new RAM as well. And I think it might also be time to get a new power supply. So then it's like, damn, that's suddenly very expensive. Yikes. Hey there, Unix. But okay, at least we're back alive now. Just wanted to check something. Yeah, because everything else on my PC is fine. Even my RAM amount, I have 32 gigs of RAM, which is like, you know, overkill for most things. And I think I upgraded my GPU at the start of this year. to 4070, so that's also completely fine. It is just everything else, pretty much. Don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Weird ass issues. Holy shit, it's the rhythm game song. Now I am very discombobulated as to... I got distracted by fucking PC crashes. My goddamn. How my checks? What checks? Rune is 11 euros. It is, and if you haven't played it, if you're a Project Moon fan and you haven't played Ruiner, then go play Ruiner. It is very epic. Though I can honestly, I've seen some Ruiner gameplay like recently. You know, like you know, just seeing like the earlier stuff, early stream. No, the Saturday's always out slightly earlier. I actually started like I was supposed to start 40 minutes ago, and then I started slightly late, and then the shit crashed, so I had to restart as well. And yes, I did get a haircut, literally right before stream. I spent 1K on a new PC and a new monitor to play Ruin, but I didn't remember the price. But I have seen some Ruiner gameplay like more recently, and visually, yeah, it looks a little old. Like compared to now visually to like Limbus, it looks a little old. It's like, damn, huh? I don't remember it looking like this. It looked better in my mind's eye of what I remembered. And now it's not quite. It's not quite. It is a little scuffier looking than I remembered. Ruina really hard. Ruina has very like similar sort of difficulty spike stuff as Limbus. But obviously, unlike Limbus, there isn't like a thing of like, oh, you're too low level, or you don't have good units. Like, you don't have the difficulty issues that come from it being, or come from like gacha, so having like good units, because you could just get everything. And there's like also way more cheese you can do. Like you have, people have figured out the cheese tech for a lot of it. But Ruina can get pretty difficult as well. It absolutely does have some vertical difficulty spikes. Especially obviously like, you know, later on. It does get hard. Ruina does get hard. It's not like an easy game. Or at least not like super easy. Some people find it very easy. I guess if you're maybe used to that kind of game, like that sort of, because it's a deck builder essentially, with just, you know, deck builder with, you know, Ruina, or with the sort of Project Moon turn-based combat thing. But you obviously have a lot more control in Ruina compared to Limbus, and you don't have any issues of like not having the good gacha units, because it's not a gacha game. It's just a straight ass game, which is very cool. Did you know? Did you know that actual games are cool? But yeah, I mean, yeah, by the end of Ruina, I myself, who like, I'm not like a deck building guy, I found it pretty difficult, and I absolutely did look up like guides and stuff because I wanted to just clear it so that I could get the story. So I started molding at the end of Ruina. Like some of the end fights in Ruin, I did just start molding. I was not having a good time, okay? I was suffering. But then also there were some early like hard Ruina fights, you know, like fights that everyone talks about, like, oh man, like this one fucking sucks. But then like for some of them I had no issues, and I like one-tried them or something. Like, they weren't too difficult. But it might have been because I might have used some particular tactic that worked well for them. Because they also did have, like, even the early fights do have, like, some tactics or strategies that are, like, almost cheesy. And I might have just used some of those for some of them. And that's why they ended up being super, super hard. But then some of the ones that people say that they're hard, they're just hard, man. They're just hard. They hurt you, man. They hurt. Shao is a pretty classic one, yeah. Shao can get a little tricky. But it's also, like, straightforward. There's not, like, sort of... It's not, like, unfair. I mean, it's kind of unfair, yes. But in, like, a straightforward way, there's not, like, some really weird, difficult to handle mechanic in it. And also, it's Kino. It's cinema. So, like, they get a pass because it's Kino. It's cinema. Also, Dorothy song. Magic. 1+1, just me and you. Also, on the completely other topic, speaking of Endfield, I thought they were gonna post, because they were posting the character shorts or whatever. Like, where's one of them? I'll just bring up one of them. Like the Wolfguard one. That's the JP version. Doesn't matter. But they were posting the character shorts, like these things, right? And they were posting them like every day. And then the awkward pause. His face does not look very nice here. And then they just didn't. Yesterday they didn't post one, and instead they did like the little lore text post. And today, instead of posting a character short, they posted like one of the seasonal ones. Like they posted like the winter seasonal short instead. So I don't know why they stopped. Maybe it might just be that they're saving more of these for like closer to beta, so that they can post these right before beta starts and like maybe even during beta. But I'm not sure. Not sure why they like suddenly stopped. I don't know when they'll resume. Back to Miracle Run. We watched Miracle Run actually at the start of the previous stream. We watched Miracle Run. Right? Miracle Run, it was just the new trailer, right? The rerun for Gnomes. And I'll probably play the event next Friday, because it launches Thursday, and then I'll probably play it Friday. Because obviously next week with Christmas and all, streams will be a little bit different. Yeah, Wolfguard does have an accent in English. Wolfguard does have an accent in English. I can't figure out what the accent is, but he does have an accent. Let me pause the music. He does have an accent. If you listen.
I know that strength isn't everything, but in Talos 2, you can't live without it.
I don't know what it is though. Like I can't put it in my like what accent it is. And I don't know if it was on tech test. I don't think Wolfguard had an accent in tech test. There were some accents in tech test, but I don't think any of the playable characters had accents. I didn't get to play the tech test. But at the very least, I don't remember from any clips hearing like an accent on Wolfguard. But I mean, well, in any case, however, it's very nice to see the accents, you know, return and be a thing. I do wonder, well, I hope they do more. But yeah, apparently there were some accents in the tech test. They were just, but I think they were like NPCs or something. I think there was Scottish somewhere and so on. But I mean, yeah, hopefully they do keep up the accents. Though also for Enfield, it is like the accents maybe aren't, they're nice to have, but they're maybe not as necessary as for normal Arknights, because you don't have quite as clear of like, you know, a nations thing. Like, yeah, you have like the factions and stuff, which are at least originally came from some specific nation. But obviously it's a little bit different on Talos, where you don't have sort of clear nations, unlike on Arknights, where you have the actual nations to make accents for. So I do wonder how they'll end up doing sort of accents, if it's... They might be a little bit rarer, at least. They might also be rarer simply because they have to do a lot more voicing. And it might be difficult to get people to do a lot of voicing with the accents. We'll see. Hey there, Flipper. Hey there, Burritos. What's with Arknights and the color yellow? It's more like Enfield specifically. Normal Arknights doesn't have that much yellow, but Enfield has chosen yellow as one of the, like, theme colors. Actually, someone somewhere at some point, I don't know where I saw it, I should have saved it somewhere, posted like they posted like a list of the hex codes and everything for the sort of Enfield colors. Yellow's goated, don't know what to say. I mean, the color scheme is really nice. It is like it's a really nice yellow. Like, I'm not exactly a huge yellow fan. I'm not like yellow pilled. But this yellow is a really nice yellow. Yeah, like the color palette for Enfield stuff, yeah. Oh, was it on Reddit? Okay, I think it probably was on Reddit then, yeah. That's probably where I saw it. Yeah, and it's just a nice color palette. It's very simple, because it's a lot of just like, you know, it's like grays and blacks and whites and so on. But then you have like that nice yellow in there. Really sticks out. Accented. But it's a very nice color scheme. In general, a lot of the just Enfield aesthetic just looks very nice. There's the yellow. I mean, these are obviously all the colors. Duh. This website is a little slightly broken right. They started added because they added the animations here, right? I don't know if they fixed it, but they were a little broken at some point and also cause like your browser to lag a little bit. They are not very optimized here. Okay, now they seem to be loading. Because there's a whole thing where it would play the first animation and then it would like bug out and you couldn't even switch which character you're looking at. And it would just be like, it would load anything. I mean, okay, this is taking a while to load. Okay, now it happened. Yeah, when it's trying to load the animation and it can, so now I can't even switch which character I'm looking at. Because it's just broken. Also, I think it was on, I was watching like Cookie's stream or something on a weekday. He somehow had this website on dark mode. But I don't think it's native dark. I was like, how the fuck did you get dark mode? And I'm assuming he has a extension that puts stuff into dark mode. Because I sure as hell do not have a dark mode option anywhere. They hate Happy Chen. They do not hate Happy Chen, bro. Happy Chen is like... The marketing is peak. And yeah, yellow is like a safety color. It is like a very sort of industrial, like, yellow. I have the fucking yellow there as well. The yellow is everywhere, though. It is very much like an Enfield Industries color. They have like this yellow everywhere, man. And like slightly altered shades of it. Man, there's at least, however, okay, so probably the earliest day that we might get the beta, like, stuff, like the beta invites might start going out is like the 30th of this month, I think. Yellow paint discourse on Twitter, it's so true. Fucking yellow paint in my games. But like 30th of this month is probably the earliest that any beta invites would go out, because I think... So if the beta sign up itself didn't have an end date on it, but the creator sign up ended on the 29th, I think. It ended on either the 29th or the 30th. And then they would send invites out, obviously, after it's over. Or they would start, you know, going through it, so it can't be any earlier than that at the very least. Hope I get it because I never get beta invites. Yeah. Actually, I don't sign up for that many betas because I'm not interested in that many, like, of these games, so I don't actually sign up for that many betas. But I didn't get into the technical test. But I did get into the Punishing Grey Raven global beta when they were doing... They did a beta before global release. I got into that for Punishing Grey Raven, but... Oh, yeah, also, the giveaway on the Enfield Discord does end on... And I think it ends on the 30th. I think it was the 30th and not the last day. I think it was the 30th, not the 31st. It's on Arknights commercial before stream, that's a sign. I mean, good. They're kind of preaching to the choir. Arknights stream on... Or Arknights ad on Arknights creators stream. Real question, when did the test actually start? Yeah, I mean, that is obviously... Because it's just mid-January, so... I mean, really, what are your, like... The earliest probably that it can start is, like, the 10th. Actually, I think someone made a long-ass... Did someone make a long-ass Reddit post about dates that they thought might be there? I think someone did. Yeah, here, yeah. Speculative dates, which were somewhat based on the tech test. Actually, that's a good question, Takaro. I'll get to that. I actually did want to talk about that today. Yeah. I'll get to that soon, Takaro. I mean, these obviously speculative. January 10th or like January 12th. Wondering, tech test start January 12th. This was a Friday. Okay, yeah, so it was a Friday originally that they started the tech test on a Friday. And yeah, January 10th is a Friday this time. And January 12th would be Sunday. I don't think they would start on a Sunday. Runtime, obviously, I don't think runtime is necessarily going to be the same as beta. I think runtime's, like, how long it's going to be is probably going to be different. Just because... Also, it is a little bit cut off for you guys because this is cropped for YouTube and not Reddit. So, I mean, yeah, 10th is the absolute, like, earliest that it could start, I think. Because that's like barely mid-January. But it would kind of make sense, especially if it's a slightly longer beta, maybe. Some people in the comments pointed out stuff like Chinese New Year is on January 29, 30, and runs for 2 weeks. So this part does kind of make it like, would they have the tech test end before this already, or would it be going during it, or like what? Because obviously Chinese New Year is a pretty big deal. For just, you know, being at work managing a fucking beta test. A beta test that's also like global and China and Japan at the same time. Like a big beta test happening during Chinese New Year seems somewhat unlikely. But then it has to also be like, might just be a really long beta test. Like maybe it starts a little bit later, like the latter half of January. Mid-January, but late mid-January, and then goes for a longer while. Or it actually finishes before Chinese New Year starts. But we'll see. But I mean, yeah, like, it'll start somewhere between, like, the 10th of January and the 20th, because otherwise it's not really mid-January anymore if it doesn't start around that time. The test trailer was supposed to come out on 23rd. Leaks were everywhere after TGA, so maybe they were forced to release early. Maybe? Could have been. But also, they released... The trailer essentially released around the same time that it did last year. Hey there, Shophead. The trailer released, like... this year's trailers released essentially, like, the same days that they did last year. Like, when did this one launch? Oh, you finished Ruin! Very cool, very nice, Shopad. We were just talking about it earlier because it was on sale. But never mind, this released October 26. So this actually released significantly earlier, a month and a half earlier. That trailer. Then there was this trailer, and this is the technical test trailer, however, which is maybe actually a better, like, comparison. Technical test trailer versus beta trailer. This released November 10. This one, December 8. Yeah, this released December 8. The technical test was December. The technical test trailer was December 8, and this one was what? December 14 or something? 14, yeah, December 14. So it actually started like... And yeah, because yeah, the technical test, the global technical test was announced during TGA last year. And this time they released it just after TGA. So maybe they released it early because of the leaks being around, but I don't think it really, because it already released somewhat later than last year. And like, they wouldn't want to release it like too late so that people have time to, you know, be aware and sign up and kind of hype up about the beta test. Because like, this released December 14. Within a month, the beta test has probably already started. So it's really not that long before the beta starts that they release the trailer. So considering that, maybe it's like, they didn't necessarily release it early. I think the thing is, so the other thing that one thing that people were wondering about was maybe this trailer was supposed to be during TGA, but they didn't because TGA happened to be on the same day as the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Day, which is a bit of an awkward day to be, you know, posting trailers as a Chinese company. So they maybe didn't because of that. I mean, Hoyoverse did, but no one else really did. So that could have been one reason. But I think another also might be that this is a 3-minute trailer. Hey, thank you for the pipes. This is a 3-minute trailer, which would be quite a lot. Quite a lot. Quite a long trailer to put onto TGA. Right? TGA ad spots are quite competitive and quite expensive. So a 3-minute trailer would have been quite a lot to put onto TGA. The technical test trailer is a minute. Right? This trailer, oh my god, I dropped my little piece of paper. This trailer, which was on TGA last year, is a minute long. And this was this aired during the pre-show. This didn't air even during the main show, it aired during the pre-show, like the 30-minute pre-show. So like, yeah, I think it might just be that a 3-minute trailer at TGA is a little much. Also, it would have been... Because this trailer has Starset on it, so imagine if they had this on TGA, and then they got fucking hit by a goddamn copyright claim because of Starset. That would be funny. Of course, TGA has a bunch of, like, copyrighted music on it, but... it was probably more of a pain than was worth getting this trailer onto TGA. So they decided to do it after TGA. And honestly, yeah, probably the music isn't that big of a thing, but the 3 minutes is quite something. Like you look at the games that did get like 3-minute trailers or like longer trailers during TGA, those are like big games. Those are like huge profile games. Not Arknights Enfield, not a, you know, gacha game. Like even, you know, the Hoyoverse trailer, the Star Rail trailer that was on TGA was like 1:30. So if Hoyoverse does 1:30 for a trailer, Hypergriff slapping in a 3-minute trailer would be a sounds a little unlikely, doesn't it? So I think it was that TGA just wasn't a good place to put their trailers. So instead they, you know, released them soon after. Like about a month before the beta is supposed to start. I also have a notification. Who's it? There's a comment on, actually you can see it just barely. The distortion phenomenon. But yeah. And I'm excited though. God, I just hope I actually, you know, get into the beta. Like, please. Oh, shut up, I didn't see. Now I'm free to play good games. Starts another gacha game. So real. There's something I did wanna earlier here from Takeru. Where was it? What's your opinion on new Arknights players with no lore knowledge on the original? Some of my friends are afraid of tourists from other toxic fan bases. I think it's a genuine valid concern. I think it's like an actual reasonable concern. Because, I mean, if you've maybe been on YouTube at some point after the Enfield trailers dropped, you probably have seen, or possibly been recommended, depending on your algorithm, I guess, a lot of different, you know, Arknights Enfield reaction. Oh my god, devs listened. Holy, they fixed everything? Whoa. A lot of that. And indeed and specifically a bunch of those from, like, you know, more like WUA creators or Hoyoverse creators and so on. Like, specifically from those, like, the creators essentially who, like, kind of try out, like, almost every new gacha game. Like, they have, like, maybe some main gacha games that they're, like, dedicated to and that they've mostly, like, where, like, maybe most of their audience is. But then they, like, almost, like, they react to and, like, jump into almost every new, somewhat, even a slightly high-profile gacha game, they'll, like, hop on. There's been quite a lot of those, which is, like, it is sort of, how would you put it? Conflicting? Because I'm glad, like, I'm happy that the game is getting a lot of attention. That people are like, wow. Because, I mean, it's true. The change is insane. Like, because these same people did look at, or they maybe, you know, maybe they even, some of them played the tech test. Because, you know, some of them got tech test access because they're bigger creators. They played the tech test and so on, and they saw the other stuff. And I mean, yeah, a lot has changed. It does look like the upgrade, the glow up, is insane. So, like, I don't really blame them for the, essentially, you know, reaction or whatever. And, like, using that. Because, I mean, it is just also true. Like, it's true. It is quite the change, and they seemingly have fixed a lot of things. I just hope the community wants to shit all over Tectone again. I think that's almost guaranteed. That's like guaranteed. Like both sides. I don't really like to talk about this that much because I feel like there's no point in talking about it. But both sides, both the Arknights community and like Tectone, they have like PTSD. They for some reason both of them are incapable of mentioning in each other when there's even a slight hint of them. And it's just like, Christ, could you just like not? Like, there's no reason to like mention them. You can just like ignore them. And I mean, Tectone will mention it for usual, like, you know, rage bait reasons, essentially. I do think the base will filter out a lot of tourists. Like, I think that there is absolutely... Yeah, there's a lot... Yeah, Tectone has a lot of reason. It's loads of engagement, so... YouTube won't stop recommending it. That is an issue. Luckily, I actually haven't gone specifically... I haven't gone, like, Tectone's recommended to me or anything. Okay, there RSD. But you can also, you know... click, you know, don't show this again, and so on. Full-on clueless here, sitting in my swamp, touching grass. Good. Good. Very good. I do think there's a lot of things about the game that will weed out, like, a lot of people. The base stuff, probably some of, like, the combat stuff, or even maybe some of the story stuff. Depending on how much they've changed the story. There is a lot of stuff like that that will weed people out, you know, for good and bad. Because, yeah, I think the fear of tourists is, yeah, fear of tourists is real and it will happen. So like it's more so, it's not about if, it will happen, and you just kind of have to brace for it a little bit. And like, they will, you know, they'll last for a while, because obviously, especially on launch, with the beta test coming around now, and because a lot of the creators obviously will, you know, probably get beta access. And then we'll get beta access, and then, you know, we'll obviously be streaming it and so on. So you're gonna have a bunch of tourists. Bomb everyone. BA community has been extremely effective at removing tourists, though. It's true. BA has an incredible weapon at their disposal to just getting rid of tourists. It is impressive. Like, I'm in a weirdly way proud of them, but at the same time I look at what they're doing and I'm like, Jesus Christ, bros. Like, damn. Like, this is what you're dedicated for? Wait for a tourist to jump to Ananta? Well, I mean, that depends on when Ananta releases. But I mean, yeah, it is a whole thing as well where I'm like, it is conflicted, where it's just like, okay, so it is both nice to see that the game is getting, like, you know, a lot of attention. You know, like, just from a numbers standpoint, that content has been doing quite well. Like, a lot of these videos have done quite well. So there's clearly hype for the game. Like, people are excited. And excited about the changes and so on. Which is cool. It's, like, nice. But there is a little bit of, like... Like, I every now and then, I have to, like, fight my inner gatekeeper. Where I'm like, oh God, I would just love to just, like, insane gatekeep. Like, if you haven't read all of Lone Trail and up to chapter 14 and Babel and the Seaborn event and if you haven't cleared IS4, then you shouldn't be allowed to play Enfield. Like, I wanna, like, say that. But I mean, that's a little much. Like, that's a little much, okay? Like, even I realize that that's a little much. because probably the game will be sort of designed in a way that you don't have to know a huge amount about Arknights. So it's like, it's a little silly to start spouting sort of this idea of, man, you gotta do all this and this before you can really enjoy Gayfield. Like, you shouldn't be playing unless you're a real fan. When probably the game will be designed to not require it. You know, it'll just be like the sort of thing of like, yes, if you have played, you're probably gonna notice a bunch of stuff that's really cool. And there will be like lore, whatnot, and so on that's like very cool if you have read our original Arknights, if you're aware. But it's not required. So then like, why stop someone? If someone's enjoying the game without knowing anything about Arknights, I mean, that's just fantastic for them. It's more so if you then get people who are like, they don't know anything, and then they go in, and then they complain about not knowing anything, which is very rare. Like, generally feel people don't do that. Some loud people will do that. But if they just don't like the gameplay or something, I mean, well, that's a separate thing. You don't have to know anything about Arknights to make an opinion on the gameplay, now do you? We actually did talk about how they accidentally did screw up the translation for that post yesterday, and they also fixed it. It took them like 8 hours, but they did fix it eventually. I read Dream of Red Chamber and Don Quixote. I'm only about a Limbus player. It's true. It's true. That's how it is. If you haven't read all the books for Limbus, you're not a real Limbus fan. You don't have to fight to be the gatekeeper. You were born to be. Final Fantasy? Shadowbringers? I would like if Arknights ever would grow slowly. It would be nicer, yeah. Like, it would generate a healthier community if it got to grow slowly. But I think Enfield is just gonna be high profile enough that I don't think that's necessarily gonna happen. Like, I think the launch of Enfield is going to be quite big. And then it'll even out like usual. I think it's more so going to be how the sort of core community ends up handling the large launch. Because there's, for example, some things in WUWA, in Wuthering Waves, because Wuthering Waves was a big launch, and you had a bunch of people trying it out who then, didn't stick with it. But the thing is that there was kind of the core community there was this sort of thing with it where, at least I feel like I saw a lot of this, was that there was this kind of, they had some weird complexes. Where they really wanted to be better than other things. So then they would like vehemently like defend anything and like no criticism was allowed because they wanted to really be better and devs listened. The guys, devs listened. And it kind of, there was a bit of a taint on the sort of general energy of the community when so much of it was based on comparison to other things. And like, oh my god, Genshin could never. So like, I think it's more so going to be just like, if the core community handles that sort of stuff well, it's going to result in a sort of healthier long-term community, or at the very least, it takes less time for it to even out if the launch is handled sort of respectfully, maybe not the right word, by the core community. Because obviously there's going to be a core community and then there's going to be a bunch of tourists. I think, was it Xenesis you who asked what the hell is a tourist? A tourist is just a term that I don't know when this even started. But tourists at some point, I feel like it was honestly this year almost. Maybe it was earlier. But essentially it refers to people who like just kind of visit a piece of media or and the community around it. Like, they're not like, it's not really their main thing, but they'll hop in for at least a little bit and kind of interact with the community and the game and so on. Like, they're present in the community, but they're not like, it's not really their main thing. So then they interact with the community and the media and the game a bit differently. They're kind of passing through. Like, they're gonna be there for a while, and then they're, you know, gonna move on to like the next thing. That's a tourist. Which is like not a fundamentally bad thing. But the problem is that there's a a lot of core communities get quite annoyed with the tourists because they'll come in and just kind of be annoying and say dumb shit without really fully understanding something. So then the people who are really into the thing get annoyed and get defensive and start shitting on the tourists. It's like understandable. Like, I get those feelings as well for some stuff, and it's like, It's been around for a while, but use increased a lot, hell a lot around this year. Yeah, Dino Dave, but more okay. Like, yeah. So that is sort of what a tourist is, like vaguely. And now the term just very often now when the term is used, it's used with the negative connotation of like, oh, they're a bad thing. Like tourists should be gate kept. Where like, oh, if you're a tourist, then like you'll never be part, like, oh, you can't even like, if you're even slightly a tourist, you can never be a part of the core community. I feel like there's some of this energy from the other side, from the core community side. There's kind of this thing where it's like, oh, you're just checking it out. You're never gonna like it, even though they don't know. Like, what if the tourist turns into a core community member? What if they really come to like the thing when they find it? Like, they find the cool new thing, they try it out. Oh, and then actually they stick with it. Like, you don't consider those people. Some people were tourists first, and then they became, like, core members. What about those? I guess if we're using tourists, I guess you should be using natives. The Arknights natives, the Enfield natives, the Wuva natives. It's tribal. It's very much tribal. It's absolutely tribalism, which is, I mean, just a classic. I mean, it's the internet and it's people. It's tribalism. I'd say tourist is just a derogatory term at this point. It is. 90% of use cases for tourists now, when you see it, is absolutely derogatory. There is no positive connotation attached to it. Because that's how it gets used now. What you describe just wouldn't be called tourists, they're new players. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, a lot of tourists are new players. Like, they're people who find something. Like, there's probably going to be a lot of people who find Enfield, they find Arknights through Enfield. And then they may or may not, you know, become a native for it. I'm the soil itself for PM community. Yeah. I think it's easier to separate a new player and tourist. Well, because I think the thing is that you, essentially, it's a little, it's not that easy to, because the thing is, unless someone has a history of being a tourist, in which case it has to be someone like a content creator. It has to be a streamer or a creator where you have like a history of them being a tourist, right? For normal ass people, you only know if they were a tourist after they've left. Like they get painted as a tourist after the fact, because that's when you know that they've left. And they're like, if they're not annoying and normal new players, regarding on the internet tourist, I guess, yeah, if you just want to use tourists to be like, oh, this is the annoying new players. Because I feel like a part of the tourist thing is that they move on, like they don't stick with the thing. It's not just that there's new players. They're new players who are around for a while and then leave. So tourist is kind of this after the fact, like, denomination of people. Tourist gets involved in a fandom and isn't willing to embrace core aspects of the content or culture. Pretty often, yeah. Like, I guess there are some signs for a character who, like, can end up being a, like, where it's like, oh, this is probably a tourist. Like, I think one, maybe a big sign often for the, you know, tourist derogatory is they'll hop into the new game. We'll just use games in this case as an example. They'll hop into the game and then they just complain about stuff and be like, why isn't this game like this? Like, oh, I don't like this part because it's different from my main game. And they'll just kind of do that all the time. And then they leave at some point. I think that's a very common tourist thing. Where like a lot of anyone pretty much who does that gets instantly called a tourist when it's like, oh, this isn't like my main thing. Why is it like this? Why can't it be different? Why can't it be like the thing that I like? So, tourist signature. AK is very niche for being tower defense game. So for people if they hate tower defense game but they love AK Enfield. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like, especially with Enfield. I think Enfield's gonna be a very interesting situation because they're gonna be very different. Like, there's gonna be a lot of people who probably will like Enfield, like a lot of things about Enfield, but cannot get into Arknights original because it's a very different game. The gameplay is different, the type of storytelling is different, we're looking at the production right in front of us. Quite different. So I mean, that's one of the things with Enfield, which is like, I don't want to start instantly painting people as tourists. Unless they're like very obviously being an annoying tourist. Because otherwise, Enfield might just be the gateway for loads of people getting into Arknights. Even if they only get into it through Enfield and they don't necessarily go back into original Arknights. Oh, hi there, Renegade. Welcome. Let me summarize it for you, chat. Being a tourist is like an American hearing foreign people using metric units instead of the ones that used to like freedom units. Kinda, yeah. It's like you go to France and it's like you're let's use a food analogy, okay? Dark Black, I'll read your comment soon. Let's use a food analogy, okay? I mean, we can use America, so it doesn't matter. You go to a different country, and then you're thinking of what you want to eat. You have all these cool restaurants and unique food items to eat, and this entire cuisine in front of you. And then you go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. And then you complain about the food was boring because you just ate Big Macs the entire time. Like, the fuck are you complaining about? You didn't even try. Okay, Duckback. I hope Arknights community takes everything for granted. Somebody reacted on Arknights trailer where they said Perlica was mid and somebody in chat flamed them hard, but mind you, there's the content creators take taste. I mean, yeah, but also like, what an absolute nothing burger of a take. Perlica is mid. What, just based on design? Or like, literally just personal taste? Instructions are unclear. I'm more confused about tourists and now I'm craving for a quarter pounder. No, fair. Quarter pounder. I mean, quarter pounder is it's a good burger, man. It's my go-to if I go to McDonald's. I get a quarter pounder. I mean, sometimes you just want a quarter pounder and not like a regional specialty with like some weird sea slime and a nut from a tiny tree. They're afraid good food upsets their weak stomachs. That starts getting a little elitist where it's like a taste thing, but then it's like, oh, my food is better than your food. Which in some ways you can be factual about it, but maybe not completely. It's still ultimately a taste thing, but if you start shitting on the other thing because it doesn't match your tastes, that's where it gets a little wacky. Do you believe we ever have Talos 2 for other planets like Terra because the true endgame of Victoria-like game expanded different planets to expand? I feel like it's possible that yes, in like many years down the line for Enfield, we could go to, at the very least, we could go to the second moon, right? Talos has 2 moons. We could go to the other moon at some point. The other option is that very end game of Enfield is we get to the north, we get to the portal, we fix the connection between Talos and Terra, and then we might get like a little visit to Terra itself. But that would probably be very end game, because that is like a very crucial like driving point for the whole game. Not a lead if this is true. People sharing opinions about our characters and it's just not used to AK culture, is better to let them be and let them grow accustomed to it. Yeah, I mean obviously yeah, infield character designs are. Well, I feel like Enfield. I said Enfield, I meant Arknights. Infield character designs I feel are a little bit closer to, I guess you could say, mainstream in a way, compared to original Arknights. But obviously original Arknights has such a wide variety of designs that you can pick up anything you want. Like, you can find every goddamn example you want to in Arknights. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's ultimately just a design thing. Yeah, Enfield, I mean, obviously Arknights is a little bit more modest, but Arknights still has, you know, they have a little bit of fan service. There's, for example, Enfield does, this has been pointed out and it's hard to not see it. Enfield has a lot of armpits, okay? For some reason, there's a lot of open armpits in Enfield. Not only am I late, you started early. Well, no, Saturday streams start an hour earlier than normal because I have other stuff that I want to do in the evening with friends, so. Still one thing we need to settle on. We call Arknights as Arknights and we call Enfield as Enfield. Yeah. I don't call Enfield. I just call Enfield always as Enfield. Sometimes I'll just say the wrong word. It's not that I'm mixed up about the game. I just use the wrong word, man. Look. Word come out, not go through brain, okay? Brain lag behind mouth. Yeah, exactly. Arknights has so many different artists that it has a, you know, a huge variety of stuff, which Enfield won't have. Like, some people have, like, I've seen some people be like, I wonder if we're gonna get a bunch of, like, I hope we get a bunch of artists from Arknights into Enfield. I don't think that's gonna happen. There might be, some artists might make some designs, but they'll ultimately be adjusted to fit into every other design, because as a 3D game, Enfield has a lot more restrictions on what their designs can be like. They have to be reasonable to make into 3D. And because it's 3D, and you're running around with them in 3D, and they have to fit into the world and into the other models, they have to have like a common language of design, like a common design language, which is why they have Leduc as a main artist, or Leduc. That's why they have like a main artist who does most of it. But yeah, AK Chibis have the same style, yeah. Like, but they're also like, they get chibified, and they have someone else doing the chibification of them. And sometimes, you know, the design, the art doesn't translate very well into chibis. Especially with some skins, like the chibi just doesn't end up as good, or the other way around, where somehow the chibi ends up being better. I need to get a haircut, yeah. And yeah, the reason is Liduca, yes. Our Enfield is a little bit hornier overall because of who the main designer is. She can get a little horny. Yeah, splashes can be from different artists, but the models can't be. The models have to be like, and ultimately because of that, most of the splash art also ends up being sort of very similar, or in the same design language. Lutica might be the art director, but realistically she's got a team backing her up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's art director, but that does mean that she has a fair bit of, yeah, she's not drawing everything, no. But it does mean that she has, you know, generally control over almost everything that comes out. And the team will sort of work under a specific set of design sort of elements and kind of style to keep things like consistent, which is required for a 3D game. The lady knows what she likes, more power to her. It's true, it's true. I mean, she knows what she likes and she just does it. Guys, I don't want to be happy, I want to be horny. Kyo 2023. Yep. I want Hoshiv back in Enfield if they bring back important characters. Amia Keltsit. It would be cool. Does someone remember or know what Hoshiv is doing now, actually? Like, where are they currently? I'll take armpits over obvious Gunnar bait fan service. What do you mean you don't like girls' foot line too? Huh? What do you mean, Renegade? Surely. Still LGD on them. Yeah, Hochivos is involved with the anime adaptation, yeah. But I was wondering more so if they're doing stuff on the game side. And what's specifically in there if they were doing something so. That will be interesting. Like, I mean, well, we can just like, hopefully it's actually, I don't want you to load. Oh, nope, it's loading. It's over. What's on the menu? We do be yapping. I think it's gonna be a lot of yapping. That was my main idea. We're gonna yap. We started yapping so much I completely forgot. I have Arknights merch. I went to pick up a post package today. I have Arknights merch that I can unbox and show you guys. It's there on the side. I completely forgot about it. And they're only doing 3/4, so MD still gives you 80% of normal rewards. Huh. Nice. GFL streamed a stream when it came out, and man, every angle in that game is dangerous for me on my stream. Renegade, you're probably aware then also that Ebby got her first GFL stream age restricted because of the feet. Which is so telling. Like, that is perfect. Kind of you to wait with the merch until I got here. Yeah, I just forgot about it. We started yapping. Kind of enjoy GFL 2. It isn't Nick K levels of fan service. Yeah, Nick K level of fan service is just like, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I have like no interest in it. I had some interest in GFL 2 like before release. But then all the promo that they did, where essentially everything I saw about GFL 2 before release and even after release is just the dorm like girlfriend experience bait stuff, which made me lose all interest. It's like, well, never mind. I'm good. I'm fine. Did Ebby get banned as well? I can't remember. I don't think Ebby got banned. Because YouTube doesn't really hand out bans in that way. But they did get an age restriction and then, I mean, they got it solved. Oh, so probably mine didn't get age restricted. I don't interact with that part. Dude, that's all I've seen. One of my friends, after GFL released, like a couple days after GFL released, and it was just like on a Discord server people were talking about or whatever, a friend just pops in and is like, so, is anyone gonna post like actual gameplay? Because I've only seen feet. I was like, so real. Neither have I, bro. That's all I've seen. That's all I've seen. And it's continued as that, pretty much. Different screen. Oh, true, it is moving. Oh, we can just do this. I just ignore. I was barely looking at the screen. Give me the voices. You're just dangerous. They don't fuck around. Yeah, they don't. No. Yeah, they don't ban. They just like take it down. Like they might give you a warning, but sometimes they'll just take it out. And it's like for everything but fan service. Merch. Should we do the merch? We can do the merch. We can return to rapping. Yapping. Is there 2 tracks overlapping? Well, there kind of is. What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. There is 2 tracks. I think that's been on the whole time. Some setting is wrong. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why are they overlapping? Give me, what the hell? Huh? I think it might have just been Enfield that was in the background. That was, wait, let me. It was the Enfield page that had music on it. So maybe it wasn't on the whole time. We'll see. It was the Enfield page. The background music from there. I thought my Spotify had doubled up. And with the Airware open where gacha games are no longer in demand, it's all the same. Alright, Takaru, thanks for coming around. Have a good bed. Okay, yeah, we could get to the merch. We have merch, boys. We have merch. We have merch. No way. some reason when you closed the page, it started playing. I think it just, you heard it because I paused the music. I think it was on the background the whole entire time, just kind of quiet. Are there there's no beans in here, unfortunately. This is official. Well, actually, I guess beans are official merch now, aren't they? Can you already see what it is? Not really. Still covered in plastic. Someone might recognize. You can see Hamster. There's Hamster. Hamster. Look at Hamster. Just a pink Hamster peeking out. Yeah, no beans. Beans are difficult to get. Because this is official global merch. And beans are not on global. Unfortunately. Because, especially to where I am, ordering stuff from, like, the Chinese merch. Very annoying. And very expensive. What's my Discord? I don't have one yet. I haven't really want to make one yet. Unless you just mean my account name. Oh god, it's not opening. There we go. Actually, I've been meaning to join a bunch of other random Discords that I've just been too busy to join. Oh, Hamster! Fumo shining. Dude, imagine. Oh god, a lot of plastic. Actually, I'll show you Hamster first. Hamster. Hamster. What the? There's a. What's going on there? There's like a weird camera artifact. Hamster. Later in Kathy Discord. Actually, I probably will join Kathy's Discord at some point. Once I just have time to join a bunch of Discords. Make one for people doing unhinged drama. Well, so I'll mention it really quickly and no more. But yes, possibly I am considering for the 2,000 YouTube subscribers, I might just make a Discord and just try and keep it small to start off with. In some way. Somehow limit it a little bit. Until I can, like, you know, sort of naturally find some decent mods and stuff. So that I'm not the only one taking care of it. Also, actually, it's a double-sided. There's another one. There's little Exia as well. Oh, man, the camera does not like this. It's like, it's getting like a weird... The plastic's giving like a weird thing. What do I consider small? I mean, well, that's a whole separate thing, yeah. Your account name? I'll give you my... Oh, God. You have a Twitter, right, Renegade? I'll just DM it to you. Maybe I don't want to put my Discord name straight into chat and get, like, 15 friend requests instantly. You know, just so I don't suddenly get a million, Hey there, Genwalk. There you are. Most people have their Twitch name being the same as Discord name. Yes, but because Discord did the whole name update thing recently, it's slightly different. But I guess you can still find me. It's not that difficult. Never mind. I'm not verified. I can't message you. Also, apparently I wasn't following you. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it to you soon. I'll get the name to you soon. So you're chatting the infield server for you guys, so it's not that hard to... I mean, true. I am in other servers. Wait, I actually have to check now. What was it again? Give me a second. I have to actually... Oh, shit, I have streamer mode enabled. Discord. For Renegade. I understand if you people want to start spamming me friend invites, but please don't, okay? Even though you can already find me on like I'm on the Enfield server, for example, and I've chatted in there, so like 50 also spam your inbox. Fuck. Who the fuck is Kathy and why did she create a Discord? Not that Kathy, a different Kathy. And Kathy is just a nickname. Catharsis, a whatever. I will now DM you. Swish, I believe you've already DM'd me before, so this may be okay. You get a free pass because you connected me to an artist for emotes. Like, is this just two? I think this is just Hampter and Exia. Pull some strings, BRB. Okay. Something suspicious is happening. Not Cashew. I'm parasocial about my stream. At least he's honest. At least he's honest. Let me open this without scratching it. I'll open it. You guys still haven't seen, but I'll open it. Get it out of the plastic first. Oh God, Jesus Christ. It's kind of aggressive. I've received your friend request. Oh, you got the same? It's just Hampter and Exu? God, I'd have to get used to the fucking camera again. It is the ambient synesthesia box. I saw this when... So, first of all, this is indeed not Yostar. This isn't Yostar. This is by fucking Hypergriff themselves. Also, yes, this song is very good. Wait, this is by Hypergriff instead of Yostar. No, this is the Crown Slayer theme, Swish. It's by the same artist as the Kristen theme, but it's the Crown Slayer theme. Yeah, so this is by Griffline. This is from the Griffline store, not the Yostar store. The Griffline store has all the ambient synesthesia stuff. And the best thing about it is that I don't know how, but the Griffline store shipping is legitimately like 30% of the price of Yostar shipping to where I am. So this thing wasn't like insanely expensive because I didn't pay double the price because of taxes and shipping. Only reason I bought it is because the shipping in the Griffline store isn't as crazy as the Yostar store. Exactly. He knows. Also, yeah, speaking of Kristen, control switches. And yeah, you can see you can, in the top left, you can see what song's playing. Obviously, sometimes the name's in Chinese, so... Unless you can read, it won't help, but... Like... The hell? Like... A little bit of liquid came out of my can and hit me in the nose. Never die peacefully, you know, the AS 2024 skin isn't real. It's true. Also, I mean, you can't really... You didn't see when I showed it. It's like... It's not flat. It's like, Oh God! I bent it a little. Let me actually try and open this, though. I mean, I can show you the back. So this is the Blu-ray box. It has a bunch of other merch in this, but this is essentially the Blu-ray for the concert. So it has, like... Now you can't see me at all, but Blu-ray disc, concept art book, some Polaroids, accordion album, postcard, and template badge. What's on the side? Just like lists all the acts as well. Oh God, it's not focusing. Ordered this, I have no idea where it is for me. Yeah, this just suddenly arrived. Like 2 days ago, I just suddenly got the message that it arrived. It didn't go through, it didn't even get caught by like customs. Because usually, obviously, this stuff still gets caught by customs. And I have to, you know, like fill out stuff to get them through customs. But this one just arrived. Probably gonna do Enfield merch. They probably are, and I cannot wait for Enfield merch to be on the Griffline store instead of YoStar. Hi, Renegade. Okay, they're still asleep. The mysterious people. Let me open this. Oh, there's something right away. There's a little thing on the door even. Oh, it's like stuck to it, man. Oh God, the fuck? I'm worried I'm gonna rip something, man. Why have you made it? Why have you made it like this? Oh, I didn't even. Oh, well, you. Enfield themed keyboard? Dude, imagine! That actually, dude, we were talking about the color palette earlier, Renegade, about how it's very nice. How it's a very nice yellow. Dude, man, this is really glued on here. I'm worried that I'll rip, like, the sort of paper backing. What the hell? And it has fucking High Mao in box form on it. Please? Okay. Just barely got it off. Cookies Clander glue. Shank it. Oh, hi, Genesis. Thanks for coming around. Didn't notice your message. Have a good bed. It's just a little thank you note with box High Mao, and the camera does not like it again. Weird artifact on it. Yeah, at least the box quality is very good, yeah. I mean, I literally just saw the box and I was like, good God, that box looks so nice. Dude, there's something about like a good box for these things that it just hits different, man. Like, is it an abstract art of Happy Chen hanging on your wall? It is not. I'll bring it closer. Unless you mean the big one behind me, which is just abstract art. This little goober is on the background always. These little shining poggers. Same episode of good collections, it's the package. So true. It's so real. Shining pog. So, because this was originally, I used a PNG of Shining Pog. I always knew you for this PNG. Yeah, a lot of people found me while I was using the PNG. I was just using Shining PNG. And then when I switched to a camera, because I wanted to do facecam. I always knew I wanted to do facecam, but then I printed this out so that I started the stream like this. I taped this to my face as a bit for the face reveal. Good God. Just smack the box. Oh, you can't. We'll have her there for a moment. I can't be bothered to go back and put her back. Okay, this is just a little card. Just like a binary nickel arc. Shining peak. She do be peeking. Look at her. Okay, how do I open this box more? Hope that's a weak tape. It's a mounting tape. It's specifically meant to, like, put stuff onto a wall. It's a double-sided, like, mounting tape. It is meant to be on the wall. Also, it's a very good paint job, so. Here's the actual Blu-ray itself. Not really anything fancy for the actual Blu-ray case itself, seemingly. Just 4K Ultra HD. And a little bit of art on it and so on. And, you know, just title, Arknights Live Concert 2024, Ambience Anesthesia, Res Souvenance. Tracks, Dolby Atmos. Subtitles, runtime, visuals. Prologue, The Horizon. Chapter 1, The Dreamer. Chapter 2, The Pilgrim. Chapter 3, The Throne. Chapter 4, Nova 5, Ultra Live. Yeah, pretty basic, like, actual disc package, but that's fair enough. Because the real shit is the art book and whatnot. Can't be able to go back walls like a... I mean, dude, look how far the wall is, man. Okay, they just have a little bit of extra whatever. the art book. This I will be opening and showing. Because, I mean, we gotta go through the art book. We gotta. And then a bunch more. Actually, I gotta go blow my nose real quick. Nova 5 segment of the concert is one that I like the most. It is pretty hard. It goes pretty hard. Like, as a full, like, section, the Nova 5 section is probably, like, the hardest. Even if there's, like, separate songs I like more, the entire segment of Nova 5 just goes crazy. Nova 5's ending is dropped on the Blu-ray as it is on YouTube. It probably is. Because that ending really was weirdly abrupt. But also, I can't check. I don't have anything to play this on, bro. I don't have anything like... I don't have a fucking functioning disk drives or something. Especially ones that can actually, you know, like... play Blu-ray. I ain't got shit, bro. I can't watch this. I don't have the means to watch this. That's not why I bought this. Who the hell do you think I am? Dude, I have... none of them are here. I have a bunch of anime Blu-rays as well that I can't watch. Because I have nothing to watch them on. Because I don't buy them to watch them. I buy them for other reasons. Look at the back of the disc. Just... yeah, just a real quick second. I have to blow my nose. The weather's been a little bit whatever, and I have a permanently like runny nose, man. Still be using playable using external disc player? Yeah, but I don't have one of those. I actually technically do have a disc drive in my PC, but it's like an old shitty one, and it's not even connected. It's just in there because I couldn't be bothered to take it out at some point, so it's just there, but it's not it's not functioning. We'll go for the art book as the last thing. I have some other stuff in here if I could get it out. This is the accordion album, which has also has Amiya on it. Little Ami-me. And it's just like a different little image on the back. Then we have the postcard set and tin plate badge set. Just nice little boxes. Nice little boxes. Sold the console as a floppy disk, dude, imagine. That's a lot of floppy disks. You're buying like an entire crate of floppy disks. Wish they only had proper credits and stuff. Yeah, no, the ending was really weird for Ambient Synesthesia. Hi there, Mostomed on MP4. The ending for Ambient Synesthesia really was super weird. I don't know why there wasn't a credit sequence. Like, that was... what? The previous ones had it, so I don't know why this one didn't. It was strange. It really was weird. Alright, let's go through the postcards, why don't we? Oh. You can't see it, it's taped. Oh no, you can see it, it's taped. Shit. Shit. Do I just cut it open, or do I try and... Top secret live event only. Well, because probably obviously when it's live, they probably just have like a little ending music as everyone walks out. But I guess I just didn't do it for like, you know, the release. I think I might be better off just cutting this. Rather than trying to... I feel like I'm going to rip the cardboard if I try and like... get the little tape thing off. Probably just better if I... There we go. Very careful. Oh, what the hell? Ah! Sorry, lights are shining. Nah. Now she's peeking even more. Quarter peak. Can you inspect the knife? Oh, my, I can only show you one side because the other side has my actual name engraved onto it. This was a gift from my father. So it has my name engraved on the other side. I can't show you that side. I was almost gonna just show it until I remembered that it's fucking engraved. But yeah, so this is a Leatherman. A real-ass Leatherman. If you want to Google the actual thing, it's Leatherman Wave Plus. It is a very nice multi-tool. That I just have it on my desk at all times. Because it's useful. Okay, so it has these little things. Just to like, these are literally just to keep the shape of the box. Can you do tricks with it? It's not a butterfly knife. Bruh. Oh, the postcards are, okay, I gotta open this. Little postcard thingy, but I gotta open it to show you them all. There are multiple inside. For a second I thought there was literally one of them. No. They're just... What? Did I apply for the creator program? I did apply for the Enfield creator program, yes. Because I could. Which is actually a funny trick. So I originally streamed. I don't think I've ever said that. I don't think I've ever told this on stream. And I can elaborate on it later, but so I originally streamed many years ago, and then I kind of stopped. And I got back into it a year ago. I essentially got back into it because of the Enfield tech test. I wanted to get into the Enfield tech test and start streaming the tech test and then just, you know, continue streaming, but I didn't get into the tech test. So instead, out of spite, I started streaming and growing a streaming career so that next time I could apply for the creator program and have maybe a better chance of getting into the Enfield test. So this year is a real, you know, come to Jesus moment on whether or not I get in, I guess. It's like a retry. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Really put all my eggs into this fucking basket, didn't I? Okay, oh, these are actually double-sided. Ooh. 3 of them? Yes, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. I didn't know there was a creator-specific application to do the tech test. Yeah, I knew it was there, but obviously I couldn't apply for that one. I looked at it, and I think it had like you had to have like a minimum 2,000 followers / subscribers to even be able to apply. And I imagine smaller creators didn't get in because there was a lot of big creators who applied for it. But also last year, it was literally just beta test access. It wasn't a creator program. It was just for test access. So this year it's different as well, which is why I was a lot more involved. Okay, so this actually, it's 3 cards. So it has everyone from the original trailer for Res Souvenance. This motivation reel of the 100 trusted archive file. Yeah, it can be. We can make it that. We can make it that. Sure. It can be the 100 trust lore file. And these are actually double-sided. So we have Kelsey. We have Kelsey. What's the text say? Okay, it's just Arknights, Kelsey, ambient synesthesia. But then it has a second side with a little I think this is embossed. Yeah, a little embossed golden art piece. So these are all double-sided. Then we have Siege. Kind of... Unfortunately, my camera has a little bit of a distance thing. I can't get super close. Can't sit back shots. Yep. That's one way to put it. And then the other side, also with the embossed golden little siege there. What does it also say? It's just Siege Arknights. Yeah, it just says Siege Arknights with the Ambient Synesthesia logo. Also, my light is there, so it's kind of causing some... Trying to find a good angle where it's not, like, covering and making it, like, overexposed. Okay, that was a Siege. And then last one is Amimi. Amimi! Look at Amimi. I just got off the phone of HG. You have to play Popocom to get into the creator program. They haven't given me a chance to play Popocom yet. I actually have plans to play Popocom with a friend once it's out. It is a huge hat. We know your name already, Bob Bobson. I didn't even see that earlier. It has to be painful to sit on the stairs like that. Oh, wait. Which way? This way. Yeah, I mean me eating apple. Apple. Cute bunny with big hat. Big hat. So that was the postcards. Nice little 3 postcards. Fairly like nice thick cardboard. I know actually the art is like, it's like a sort of glossy, can't really see it. It's like a glossier print on top of like a cardboard piece. And then this side is just like normal, like printed onto the cardboard. Still confused how they're going by this. Feel like they released the CC program too early. Well, I think that's why it's volume 1 of the CC program. It'll probably be pretty bare bones for now, where it's mostly for just the beta access. But then, like, you know, so that they already have some people and they can kind of trial run a program before maybe launching a bigger, more involved one once the game is actually out. I think they're just preparing for like a full creator program, because it literally says volume 1 of the creator program. So don't trust apples. They either start humanity or poison you like snow. Limbus players also have trauma from apples. Also, I didn't put the postcards back into their little plastic sleeve. I should do that. Oops. Whoopsie. Plastic sleeve. Oh shit, oh, is that a Mortal Eye that I hear? It is. Mortal Eye, very pog, very good song. I don't really care about Typhon, but her EP is very good. There. Fuck. Shit. I didn't notice that I only had 2 of them. God, I have to open it again. Final Diablo PoE? Not especially, no. But I also haven't really played many. What's the term for the games again? ARPGs? What are they called again? They have like a term, don't they? I played a little bit of like Torchlight way back in the day, but I never really hugely got into the gameplay. I have a friend who's obsessed with PoE though. And he would probably be overjoyed if I got into it because of PoE 2 or something. ARPGs. Okay, yeah, it was ARPG. Sir, do you want to go into your box? Thank you. ARPG, but it's a silly term. I just called them Diablo clones. Fair. ARPG is used for a lot of stuff these days, doesn't it? Why you no care about Typhon? She's Swedish. I'm morally not allowed to like Typhon. She's Swedish. Okay. You hate Typhon because she's so much better than Santala? I mean, kind of true. But also, I mean, Santala is a way cooler character, like story-wise. I'm gonna be real. Is your Santala maxed? Anyway, we're opening up the Tin Badge set now. Isn't that exciting? Oh, these are also in plastic bags, but I don't think I have to take them out. Except the lighting is probably gonna cause a real bad shine. Yep. So it's, I mean, it's tin badges. It has the same art as the postcards did, just in tin badge form. Typhon does have some big things about her, it's true. Do you guys understand tin badges? I kind of don't. I guess they just exist for cork boards and like merch bags. You know, if you're one of the people who has a merch bag where you just put like 15 million tin badges on them. Oh, I built Santala because of our IS4 skin. I mean, fair, valid, I guess. And then Kelsey. Oh my god, Kelsey. Oh my god, Kelsey. Kelsey, my beloved. Kelsey, my beloved. Yep, tin badges are tin badges. I had a tin badge on my backpack for like 3 years. Fucking weeb. Disgusting. Exists for that phase in school to remind you of the rest of your life. Yep. It's the weeb cringe phase. Which I did not have. Frost better be Kali in the Limbus collab or else. No one else makes sense, right? Like, it has to be. Imagine acrylic stands are things I don't really get the appeal of. Acrylic stands, acrylic anything, honestly. Because 99% of acrylic merch is really low quality acrylic that scratches like instantly. You breathe on it and it scratches. And it's like, well, fuck, it's cooked. When is pre-roll? I don't know. I'm assuming you should have gone there when you joined, but apparently you didn't. Maybe you got lucky. No ads on Twitch. This is when I admit I collect tote bags and split my badges between them. See? OKK is the kind of person that tin badges exist for. Faust will be moose. No, we have to have... No, Faust has to be an actual mouse. Moose is a cat. What's in here? What's this again? It's the... the accordion album. The fuck, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, it also has like the Polaroids. The accordion album and the Polaroids. Actually, I guess it's both. I guess that's what they're calling, is the accordion album. This also is the whatever. Also, Shining theme. Catch me going to an AK convention wrapped with AK merch and a merch bag pile of tin badges. See, for a convention? Makes sense. Okay, I feel like that it exists for conventions, stuff like that. But I feel like just go out into the world to touch grass with that stuff. I could never, right? I could never. I'm not capable of that. I hide every single one of my interests from the outside world. Why do they call it accordion if there are no accordion arrangements? Dude, imagine full accordion cover of ambient synesthesia. That would go hard. Fuck, I'm trying to... Has a little plastic thing again that I'm trying to open. The fuck am I... What am I looking at? Where is it? Oh. Also, yeah, I didn't even look at the Polaroids. They're looking very cute already. Ah. I think you're supposed to put the Polaroids like, oh my god, it really is an accordion album. Yeah, you're supposed to put the Polaroids like into this. Like, that's what this is for. And it also it's shaped like, you know, like a Polaroid camera. What does it say? It's just usual decals and whatnot. And yeah, you just like... I'm assuming you stick them into this. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, so I mean, you can kind of see it. Oh god. You can see like, there's like little, like barely visible, like right here, you can kind of see like this little, let me see if I can open it up. Or I can just demonstrate if I open up the Polaroids. There's like little slits in the cardboard that you can put the Polaroids into, I think. In that context, it makes sense. I apologize, Hypergriff. Just be yourself. My waifu theme. It's true? Trying to open these again. Very calmly, very easily, very chill, very demure. Oh my god. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Yeah, there's a lot in here. It is supposed to fill like the whole album, so I wasn't expecting this many. There's a whole ass stack of Polaroids. Well, Polaroids. There's a whole bunch. These are just okay. So they all have this same back. These are all one-sided. First one. Little donkey and doctor. Daughter. Sun messenger. Daughter. Actually, photo paper, just thick paper. I think they're just thick, like almost more cardboard than like paper. And then they have kind of like same thing, if you can see. There's like a sort of glossier print on top, which is more like photo paper. But then it's just like the picture part, and otherwise they're like a little cardboard thing. It wasn't the desk that right, it was a new bed. I mean, pretty good as well. Okay, so let me see if I can demonstrate what I think they want you to do with this. I don't think I'll be able to display them like this, but this is the idea. Oh god. Man, these are a little tricky though. Also, Lee theme, by the way, banger. There we go. Yeah, so they have like little... You don't have to like glue anything. You have like little switch, or like little openings in the booklet, where you just kind of... Yeah, cardstock, yeah, that's the term. You can just kind of... They just go in like this. So, because then you could like, indeed, like, I mean, imagine. You could have this actually displayed with all the little Polaroids in it. It takes a lot of space though. It's quite a lot of like horizontal space. Like where do you... It would have to be like on like a mantle or like a windowsill or something. To actually fit the entire thing. So it's like... It's double-sided? That's a lot of Polaroids, man! Can be... I mean, it probably... If you have some way to hang it up, yeah, you could hang it up like... It's just, there'll be like... The Polaroids are not, I think, a exact square. I'm not sure if you can put them in this way. Or like this way. I don't think they fit in this way. So you can't like... These will be like sideways if you put it up like this. Because this would obviously be a pretty nice way to hang it up somewhere. Let's check actually, can you? Do they fit in that way? I think they don't fit in that way. Yeah, I think they're too wide, maybe? Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, they bend. If you put them in the other way around, they bend like that. Because they're slightly wider. Or they're slightly taller than they are wide. So they kind of bend if you do that. Which is not good for them. But very cool. Really nice like little concept, and actually like a nice way to... Nice way to display them. But I think I won't bother actually, because I don't have a place to display them, so I'll keep them in their plastic little boxes. So I'll put the album away now and then show you all the Polaroids. Trying to get it in. That's what she said. Ah! I ripped the plastic! Is this the right one? Am I putting this in the right one? Yeah, I am. This is a very tight plastic bag. This thing barely fits into here, man. What the hell, brother? Dude, I ripped the plastic bag. It like... It's such a tight fit. I ripped it a little. It's like open on the side now. Where do I put this? I'll put these on the floor over there for now. So let me clean up my table a little. Fucking covered in stuff. I only have so much room, man. Oh. Alright, let's go for all these Polaroids. So we saw Donkey and Doctor. Oh, is Doctor? I think yeah. We have Doctor and Arturia in Lithania. Then we have Scotty the Corrupting Heart. What? Doctor. Oh, it looks like Doctor's like interviewing her. I was like, yeah. He does have a microphone. He has a mic. He has a mic. Dude, he's mic'd up. Did he have one for Arturia as well? No, Arturia. For Arturia, he's just kind of listening. Don't listen to her. Doctor, no. Oh, trying to not drop all these. What? Why are you just out in the wild? With Nightingale? Doctor, what are you doing? I feel like Nightingale should not necessarily be out in the wild randomly like this. Hi there, Panzer. Interesting. Also some birds. Appropriate reaction to Holheok. Just paperwork and a sweat drop. Like, uh-oh. Doctor doesn't have a self-preservation instinct. He doesn't, though. That's true. They really don't. Ho-ho? Who let the disabled woman go? And without Shining or Neil as well? What are you thinking? Now they're just chilling out. It's just Doc and Ines. They're chilling. They're camping. They're grilling. They're just having a good time. They're Euro camping. Hell yeah. We love Ines, don't we? I like the blue dot you get from the fucking camera. They chill. Oh, I didn't even. There's a potato on the table. On the left, there's a potato on the table. Potato. Potato. Oh, this art I've seen before. It's just Doctor and daughter chilling in the rain, and for some reason Doctor's blushing. Like looking away bashfully and blushing. Doctor? What do you mean? Or busy admiring Yuchan's stream. What are you up to, Doctor? Would do that too if I was next to Cal. True. More rain? Doctor in Texas, just in an alleyway with some trash. Oh, this is okay. Ah, right, because some of these are Sun Messenger, so these are Rain Messenger, and the previous ones were Sun Messenger in the corner. So there's like a theme, a weather theme. So yeah, here it's Texas Alt and Doc, just in a Sirakusano alleyway, just hanging, you know, just chilling, just hanging. Oh, and now we have snow. This makes sense. We have Silver Ash and Doc just looking into the mountain. This song, the sole reason my channel is hard to find. No shit, bro. You try to search for Renegade I tried to search Renegade Arknights when I was looking for your Twitter. You were not the first thing that came up. I feel the pain. I don't have the issue, but I feel the pain. I'm trying to figure out that I'm like completely covered by shit. 1928. But yeah, we have Silver Ash just looking at the mountain, and Silver Ash's tail is wiggling a little. Typhon and Doc chilling in the snow. Oh, you can yeah, you can see. Doctor's like shivering. He has the little shiver lines around him. He's cold, man. He's cold. Help him, he's cold. Now we're back to Sun Messenger. Doctor and Chongus. Chongus. Chilling. True. Doctor and Chongus. And Doctor's trying to eat something, but I think the mask might be getting in the way here. Oh, oh, they're sliding on my table. They're very slippery, very slidey. Dock and Siege. Just like sitting in an... just out somewhere. Like, what is it, like a plaza? They got the Washington Monument behind them for some reason. Oh. No! Sitting and wishing for the return of the monarchy. So true. I don't actually need this knife anymore. I can put it away. I just had this knife open on my desk the whole time. We have Dock and Feist, or Stainless. Apparently this is Fog Messenger. Nah, that fit, yeah, Fog, UK. That fits. Feist and Dock. Oh, and Doctor's throwing up a peace sign as well. Along with Feist. Kitty cat. Okay, this is cute, but it also looks a little funny. It's Dock and Reed Alter specifically, which I guess makes sense. But why does it look like Doc just walked in on Reed just in an alleyway doing something questionable? Like, Reed? Is that you? The fuck are you doing? Shell pad? No. Bad shell pad, bad. Like, why does it look like Reed got caught doing something awkward? Collector's box is sold out. Yeah, it was like, I'm pretty sure the box was like pre-orders and then they just, they probably just manufactured as many pre-orders. I ordered this box a while ago. Like right after Ambient Synesthesia. It's actually, they probably actually did have already some. But they probably, you know, produced, they had some in production but then adjusted it according to how many pre-orders they probably got. So usually this kind of stuff sells out pretty quickly because they only produce like a little bit more than pre-orders or something. Doctor really out here trying to dethrone Pitbull from being Mr. World. I mean, Doctor do be traveling. And finally, this is the last one. We have Doc with NTR. This is actual NTR posting. Forced to look at foe in the corner of each row and I'm hungry. We have NTR posting. I think I saw this on stock at the store a while back, but I forgot to buy it. Oh, oof. Oof. Personally, I think Neil is the greatest horse. I think Manar is the greatest horse, but Neil is pretty good. And obviously we had the first one with Amia. Amimi. Let me put these back into the... Where did I put the... There it is. I think her sister more. Fair. Fair. Do we have any aunt lovers? Do we have any Wishlash simpers in chat? Oh, there it is. There's Shango. He came in. Try to get these into the plastic again without breaking it. Oh, I dropped some. Almost. And then we have the art book, which I'm assuming, I think is like a lot of like concept art. I think it's mainly like concept art. For all the stuff, for the themes. There we go. Just barely? No, I actually divided them up correctly, because they kind of gave me like this. They were like, not all in one stack, they were in like a double stack. There we go. I can put these back into the box as well. The bigger box. But I think actually probably, yeah, there's like enough space. Like you could put all the Polaroids into the album and then just fold it up and it probably would fit back into here if you want to like store them like that instead. Mari has an unfair advantage being voiced by Hanakana. Kinda true though? Kinda true though? But I mean, also, Nearl is voiced by Ayaneru? Is it? No, it's not Ayanero. What's her name again? Do you have a lore book or are you waiting for Yosta to release an English version? Waiting. Or not even necessarily Ayane Sakura. Okay, so it was Ayanero. Okay, so no more. Is she called Ayanero as well? Or was that a different Ayane? Yeah, no, I'm waiting for like a global release. I didn't buy it because, like I said, ordering the Chinese merch, generally speaking, for me personally, is like, it's kind of a pain. So then I sort of avoid it, mostly in the hopes that they release the good stuff on global as well. But yeah, Yostar has yet to release one, even though, you know, in theory they should have. And also the thing is, even if the Yostar does release the lore book globally, it's very likely that it's not even going to be translated. Because, for example, I bought the official art book when that came to global, but that's just the Japanese version. It's in Japanese. It's not an English translation of the art book. They only made a JP translated version and they just sold it on Yostar Global as well. So like, wow, cool, thanks. JP has a chance of getting the lore book. I would buy the JP version of the lore book. I can read some Japanese at least. But yeah, I do wonder. I do wonder. I wonder, is the on-stream, is the YouTube delay for some reason like super high today? I feel like the messages are coming in later than usual. Your star shop would be like, I love being European and charge double the price. Yep, I know the feel. I mean, I have 3 of the, you know, anniversary boxes, so yep, I've bought some Yostar merch. And it sure does hurt every single time. No Spanish Korea merch, the shipping cost is so high, the lowest is unironically DHL Express. Ooh, wow! Makes me think that HG probably didn't expect the game to be successful globally. Maybe. But I think it's also just because it's just because obviously the game, the global or the global release was given to Yostar because HD Haimao and other Hyperglyph founders also happened to be buddy with the founder of Yostar. So I sure wonder why Yostar is the global publisher for Arknights. And obviously back then, Hyperglyph was nowhere near big enough to be able to self-publish, like self-localize. So they had to get someone to do it for them, so they got Yostar, who generally do an okay job. Like, you know, there's a lot worse options out there than Yostar, especially these days. It was obviously rougher at the start. But I think it's just the fact that it's Yostar and they're probably, you know, like Arknights is, it's too late at this point, I feel, to start switching from Yostar to like self-publishing Arknights. I think even after like Enfield releases and everything, Enfield is self-published by Hyperglyph globally. That's why Griffline exists. If you're not aware, Griffline is the global publishing side of Hyperglyph. But I don't think they're gonna switch Arknights over to Griffline at any point. It's like they're kind of they've already been so long with Yostar. It'll be 5.5 years, like it'll be over 5 years by the time Enfield releases that, you know, Yostar has been publishing Arknights. So there's no reason to switch. So in that sense, we're stuck with Yostar for Arknights. But at least Enfield will be self-published. Wish Griffline would take over and do so, completely eliminate the gap. I would like that as well, but at this point, I think it's... I can't even copium for that at this point, so... So, OPP. OPP EP. There's something on my glasses. I think there's something on my glasses. I'll clean my glasses a little and then we can get to the art book. Will it be? YouTube dead? Is it? When did you say that? You said that like 3 minutes ago. I think it's fine. Where's the global publisher being some like NIS? Also, yeah, Yostar does not want to let Arknights go as well. It's by far one of their biggest earners. So like, am I gonna pull for Red Horse? I'll use my free rolls, but I won't use any of my savings on Pepe Banner. I don't mind if I get either of them, but I'm not like going for them either. Coming from playable Eblana since we got her sprite first revealed. Nah, that's broke. No Eblana for me, thank you. No Eblana for me. She should be punished of the highest degree. Hard to remove the gap since global players will always stress with the rapid fire release of events. Yeah. I don't think the gap is closing. They were supposed to close the gap fucking ages ago. Like, it's never happening. Because I think the thing is, they were trying to... Actually, okay. We'll go through the art book. And then... I'll yap a bit about the gap and sort of the publishing of Arknights. I have some thoughts. I have some opinions. Techno is paving the way for Eblana though, which makes me a little worried because I think Eblana shouldn't be playable. Oh, this is going to be difficult to show. It's very wide. This is just like a little intro page. I guess I have to show it like one page at a time, yeah. Yeah, it's like character concept designs, character sheets and stuff. Oh god. Trying to show it without chat fucking covering as well. Can't really read the text, let's be real. I can't get it really close enough for the text to be like readable, but you can see all the design otherwise. Concept designs, cute bunny. Let me look. Let me there's some text on here as well. We got some art lore. The left earring resembles a lily of the valley with a small ceramic ball hanging from it. Glows in the dark like a galaxy bottle. Lace spread flat, lace folded along the inside of the hat. Side view of hat, top view of hat, like a squashed wizard hat. Interior of the cloak has a white fleece lining adorned with tiny gold pieces. The upper part of the stockings glimmers like stars in the dark. Golden clasp secures the shoulder accessory to the cloak. Nice. And then she's just... Look at her T-pose. She's asserting dominance. She's T-posing on you. Get dominated. The fucking glare is wild again. We have some facial expressions as well on the middle there. Eyes closed, mouth slightly open, eyes half open, looking at the violin. Neutral expression, and a neutral expression with a slight smile. Blana's already breaking the community. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna have the blueprint to do Amimi cosplay. Animation character design. Okay, yeah, so this also has like... So this is obviously concept design, and then you also have the like actual animation character sheet. So for the trailer that was 2D animated. So you can see it's more so in the anime style. For the trailer. Which I think is also, by the way, still an incredible trailer. I love the this year's like trailer for it. And then you have the... Dude, this violin is wild. I didn't realize the violin looked like this. The hell is this violin? That's wacky. It's missing most of it. There's some handwritten text. Feels like the Milky Way flows over the surface. Shoulder pad. Has obviously some of the same design elements as Ame herself. Oh, we have some storyboard. It's an electric violin, yeah. Yeah, but it's also like, it's an electric violin, but like, feels like it has even less material. Like it's like a skeleton. Yeah, the Arturia cello also is. Yeah, Arturia cello is also wild. That's also like an electric one. That is typical for electric ones. I feel like the electric ones I've seen have had a little bit more to them. Maybe I've seen old ones or something. And then we have actually like animation storyboards as well. Just Google it. Shit. I got hit with the Google it, man. And then on the other side. Oh yeah, this is just, you know, storyboards. These, I mean, I like seeing this sort of stuff. It's just like cool little behind the scenes. Little storyboards. Now we have some of the animated scene. Just like background. The background, like this part of the trailer and whatnot. With this little scene, this little locale. Like stupidly detailed. Also like a, you know, astral clock tower. Bloodborne. On the other side, we have that same art. Actually, that was on some of the other merch of Amimi. Oh shit. Ash ring. Trying to get the glare to not... Also, this is... Sorry, Shining, but I keep hitting you. Not enough impact frames. This is going to advance further, and by then, the violins will be integrated to the bows and no more violins. Oh, ooh, that's a nice wide shot. I'm trying to show the whole thing. Look at that. Look at that, Kelsey. Look at that piano. Whole, like, full spread. Dude, this sequence in the ambient synesthesia, insane. Dude, shivers every time. The little sequence with, where it was like a mix between Immutable and the Walk in the Dusk lobby music. And then where Kelsey like kind of walks across the stage. Insane. It was so fucking pretty, man. Also, I mean, Kelsey's drip in this concert is insane. It's a Yamaha piano. Sponsored by Yamaha. Dude, the drip is insane. Dude, the spine aesthetic, man. Who knew that spine aesthetic was like peak aesthetic? It's just spines, man. Oh, other side. Not releasing this. I just seriously, where is this? HG, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Read if there's any interesting text on here. Earrings, headpiece. Oh, train design? Oh, what, they're calling it a train? Train design inspired by piano pedals. And I think they mean like the ornamental little spine jewelry. I think that's supposed to be piano pedal inspired. Then have some waist ornaments and stuff. Now, because this is like the or like specifically this page specifically is for the 3D model. So this is just concept. So this is the same for Amiya. This is like the concept art. This is for the 3D model that's used in the concert itself. And then the next one is obviously for the 2D animated trailer. The glare. Trey should be trailing part of the dress. I was not aware enough of my fashion lingo. Actually, let me quickly go back then and look at the dress. Kinda, sorta. Not really obvious, to be honest. Well, see, she is blushing here. She has like... Why does she have so much blush on this, like, character design sheet? She's blushing a lot. What's she up to? Also, Blues of You. Sneck deserved a skin. Sneck deserved a skin in the sense that her art's kind of rough, but I don't think the skin would have fixed it, let's be real. Her current skin didn't fix it, so... And obviously the piano itself. The Originium, or like monster-themed piano. The glare, the glare, the glare. Trying to find the fucking angle again. There, okay, it's like this. Piano. Actually, what is it? I'm trying to read what it actually says on it. I cannot make out what the text on the piano says. But as Gigi has more skins than anyone in the main cast, because Namiya loves Gigi. That's why. It's the same reason fucking Scotty has so many skins, man. Because Alchemaniac loves Scotty. Those two are doting parents, and they will take any chance they get to draw a new skin for them. Like, instantly. And then they're also, you know, just popular. So they also actually have demand for skins. And then their artists are incredibly willing to do the skins. Like, they're just... they might be asking, hey, can I draw a new skin for Gigi? I just feel like doing one. Can I just do a new skin? And then they get paid for it as well? Dude, it's a win-win. It's insane. Oh, whoa, it's the home theme. But it's the full version, so we get to hear the incredible second half. Dude, the second half of this theme is insane. And obviously we have some sketches of that incredible back. And the piano. Or, yeah, storyboard. Yeah, I mean, it was like this sequence indeed that I was actually talking about, I think. Just this way. Want a new Mizuki skin? I don't even have Mizuki, actually. I think. Yeah, I don't even have Mizuki. He's never spooked me. Scene atmosphere design was actually that page. Oh man, this shit looks so pretty as well. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Holy moly. Dude, I mean, I do love this. This theme is just so good, man. It's so pretty. Try and get it as like close as possible. You can see this shit. It's so goddamn pretty, man. It looks so nice. Look at that one, bro. Look at it. Goddamn. It's so good. It looks so nice. Sheesh. Oh. And then we get into the siege portion. We have another full spread. With a little tiny siege on the page. With a big hammer. Man. Okay, I just gotta look at this again, man. This one? Dude, give me a poster of this. Give me a poster of this, please. Or just this sequence in general. Give me like a poster or something, man. Oh, dude, this second half, wait. The vibes are off the roof, man. Yeah. Dude, the second half, there's something about it, man. It hits a different spot in your soul. Oh man. Dude, that little passage. I'll never get tired of it. Anyway. God, when you said the word siege and spread, I thought they outright printed siege. Siege would man spread though. Siege would. Need this in the game, the song. They should Dude, it's not a huge increase to the file size, okay, if you just put the full version of the home theme into the game now. It didn't used to exist, obviously. Like, at the start of the game, it didn't exist. It was probably only the loop that they had in the game. But now, please, just put it in the game, okay? Like, goddamn. Siege does indeed manspread in her OG E2. It's true. Yeah, it's like the concept design and then the rendering design. Oh man. Siege has a... I'd Shelpad, have a good VTuber time. Siege has a lot of stuff. That's a lot of detailing. That is... She does have a lot of elements. That's a lot of things. There's a lot of text as well. What does text say? Motive made up of layers of brown fabric overlaid with metallic textures. Leg and arm accessories use solid metal pieces, not flat strips. Inside of the ring. Last star decoration sits right on the median line. You'll never be able to see this, but so here, wait. Here, you see, there's a little bit of text, and it's the tail hole. It's marked as the tail hole. That's what this little spot here is. The tail hole. Very important. And then we have the 3D render half. With the usual expressions and, you know. Look at that tail. Look, dude, the tail in the middle, it's like straight out. It's the stiff tail, yeah. Why is it like that? It looks a little funny. Also, I mean, you can kind of see it here. It's just that's a fair amount of boobage, I must say. You can quite see a little bit of curvature there. Did I? Oh, I skipped the page. It's the anime reference sheet again. She also is blushing a lot. Why is she blushing so much? Why did they make them? They really made them blush a lot for the 2D reference sheet. Why'd they do that? Also, toes, fucking grippers out. Just out there in the elements, raw. Oh, the hammer. Oh boy. The hammer. Actually has a lot more details on it than I thought it did. I thought it was just like a big chunky mallet. It has a bunch of detailing on the side. Oh, it also is that in the top right? Is that also the enemies from the animation during the concert? Is it? Yeah, it is. That's the enemies from the from like the little animation that they had during the concert itself. They have the enemy designs as well. Unrelated, but the one thing that really bugged me in the Enfield gameplay demo was the Pero Vulpo NPC sitting on a chair with no tail hole. I did also see that, yeah. The tail was just clipping through the chair, yeah. And one of them does almost look like Steam Knight. Remember when he joked about Siege Alter being her with a bigger hammer? Dude, imagine. Oh, dude. Hey, which? Oh, that direction. Okay, now I'm looking at the song. Peak. This shit goes hard. Lessing? His EP? Yes, please. Then we have some storyboarding. And some nice shots, close-ups of the eyes. I always love a nice eye close-up. Oh, she's just chilling, man. Look at her. She's sitting on them chairs. Chairs? Stairs. Just chilling. Having a good time. I don't know. That looks a little uncomfortable, let me be real. Daily dose of German Midwest emo. So, dude, so true. Fucking Midwest emo, man. I can finish my drink real quick, bro. Technically, since Siege Alter has an actual name, we can still expect Vina Victoria Alter. No way. Imagine. Double altar. Can you show Siege Pog closer? Oh yeah, there was a bit of a Siege Pog, wasn't there? On the 3D. It's kind of Pog. It's actually, I think it's supposed to be like angry. You can't, because you can't get it close enough. It's supposed to be like sort of slightly angry. But yeah, it is kind of Siege Pog. Siege Pog. Because yeah, it's described as in combat 2 is the description for that face. Blasphemy! I didn't remember the lyrics. And here's, wait, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the scene concept design. Yeah. Glare. I have to like angle it really weirdly because of where my light is. Oh, look at all those boys. We did not see this many boys. This is a bunch of concept art, yeah. Oh, this is the color key for the throne. Oh, look at the little hand with the chess pieces as well. I don't remember seeing this many boys in the animation, but... Enemies seeing Siege Pog before being bonked. Yeah, this is like... Yeah, this page is like stuff from the animation you see during the concert. Which... Can we just talk about how... Why don't they release like kind of full versions or like those songs, those animations where they have the songs with the special animations, like the 3D animations? Why can't they release them as like a separate thing instead of just in the concert? Maybe they might not have like full versions because obviously they kind of cut back and forth. But damn, they look so good. I'd like to have like just the animation portions like available for viewing. At the very least, like, you know, because obviously during the concert they'll sometimes show the animation properly, and sometimes they'll show it, you know, physically on the TV during the concert, where obviously you can't see it quite as well. It would be really nice to have like a full, you know, like high quality just the video. Even if it is like weirdly chopped up and isn't like a full, you know, cohesive animation because they, you know, chop it up and use it sort of here and there. I still love it though. It would be great to have it. Also, yeah, there's more from, man, this one has a bunch. I guess it makes sense. The throne was by far the most involved animation during the concert. So they actually have a whole bunch of stuff for this, for the combat sequence and everything. And then it had the whole 2D sequence as well, which was incredibly cool looking. Like the style was super cool. And some animated scene bits. This is from the trailer, I think. They do a lot of one-time things, even those fake high-effort in-universe ads. Yeah, like... Yeah, the ads during the CN streams. Like in fake ads. Sure. Why not? Okay, this is like more... There was concept art or like storyboard stuff earlier, and this is like the more finished versions of the art. So like here you have it's the same art with Siege on the stairs, but you know, not like a sketch. Those ads being CN only bother me. Seriously though, yeah. Like, and also yeah, Missy do be playing. Oh, it would have been actually nice to have a little bit more here, but so because now we get We get the hamster theme. I think hamster isn't even visible in this spread, but there's literally there's like 2 pages left, so it's just hamster's design, which I guess makes sense because hamster wasn't part of the like trailer, the animated trailer, or the 3D trailer, or the 2D trailer. Hamster! Girl failure extreme. Extraordinaire. The fucking USB cable in the middle. Hamster. Wait, what? I'm trying to straighten it out. Hamster. How many pages is there still? Oh yeah, no, this is the last page. This is the last page. PlayStation Band-Aid. Yep, PlayStation Band-Aid. There's also a controller Band-Aid, it seems. Yeah, there's both. There's a PlayStation and controller-shaped Band-Aid. Well, I guess it's like a... I guess they're both controller-shaped. Fucking hamster, though. Yeah, she has less pages because she doesn't have all the... She doesn't have all the, like, 2D storyboards and all that stuff. So it's just these 2 pages. Just, like, concept design and then the 3D model. Because also the 3D model only exists for that one single performance. Last page is Bird and Beast ate the rest. We can say it's that, yeah, sure. And yeah, pretty nice art book. Has all the like very much focused on the main 3 themes with Amiya, Kelsey, and Siege. Oh god, I'm trying to get it back into the thing again. Oh god, it's getting stuck. These big ones are difficult to get back in. Please? God. You could have given me a little bit more leeway with these plastic bags, thank you. It's like very exact. So even slightly angled, you can't get it in all the way. There we go. Hodor looking at this and gonna lose 100 HP every second. True! Hodor buys this just for the U official merch and then loses it because there's not that much. Ripperoni. What song is this? Oh, it's Reforge. Well, I didn't recognize it. That was all the merch. That was the full box. That was the last thing in the box. Let me just put this stuff back into the... Did you buy Yuchan skin? I didn't. I don't care about the skins from the collab. Are you surprised? The local collab hater did not buy collab skins? Interesting, I know. What was next? Was this one next? And then... Trying to put this back together. There we go. Okay, nice. I guess I'll open up this and actually check it. Oh. So see, back in the box. It has like a little extra fitting so that you have the Blu-ray like right in the middle like that. But I didn't open up these yet. I think these are just like, I don't know, are these stickers or what are these actually? Or just like little... No, they're just like, I don't know what these are. Are they stickers? No? Yes? These two. They're just like a thin plastic thing. Just like a plastic film. I can't figure out if they have like a... Like, could they? I think they're just a little thin thing of plastic. It's just like a little extra piece. There's still ambient synesthesia theme, so It's not like they're just a random bonus. Open up this little thank you note. I don't think there's too much in here. It's just like a little thingy. Just says ambient synesthesia on it. And then the little thank you card with box Haimao on it. Wait, is that? Yeah. Wait, is this one Haimao? Did Haimao have a drawing tablet on his? What was Haimao's? Oh no, there's actually a little note inside of it. There's actual text inside of it. I'll read it. Let's see. Let's see. Alola was written on the side. Was it? Oh yeah, it is. I didn't even see. Okay, it's mostly covered. I mean, Lowlight does draw. Dear doctors, thank you for your continued support for ambient synesthesia. Without your presence, we wouldn't have come this far. It is thanks to you that we have been able to deliver one successful ambient synesthesia after another. Looking back on our journey, it is indeed long and arduous. We began with a simple idea and explored various possibilities. Despite the obstacles and setbacks, we've never stopped our effort to meet your expectations and strive for further progress. When we recall how you attended the concert, cheered with genuine joy, smiled and reveled in the music, and sang in unison as the concert ended, we feel encouraged and reassured that we must continue our work creating unique, memorable moments for all doctors. We also believe that your presence and participation are essential components for the success of ambient synesthesia, as they turn fleeting moments into unforgettable, irreplaceable memories. Once again, we sincerely thank you for being there with us. We believe that this temporary conclusion marks the beginning of a new chapter in our journey. We are eagerly expecting to meet you again in the future, bring more surprises to you, and create more unforgettable memories together with you. How nice of them. Thank you. Thank you, ambient synesthesia team. They wrote this specifically for me. This is not a generic card that they put into every box. It's actually just for me. Trust me, trust me. We put these all into the back, their little plastics as well. Oh, this way maybe. A bit better. There we go. There. Very nice box. Very nice contents and very nice box. The box is still so nice, man. Oh, also, I think I didn't show this properly. It has like the sort of icon design for all the themes. Very nice. If you got a cat, the box is the best part. I would not let a cat near this thing, man. They would destroy it. Hide the buddy fish. Like how the box looks like the cover of an omnibus volume, yeah. And it has like this little, yeah, it has like this paper sort of detail or whatever. Can I listen to Ultra Number 5 live? Maybe we should. We could just listen to Hamster live, and then actually I might end it for today pretty soon here. Except there was something that I skipped talking about because we were in the middle of the art book. I can first of all just look up ambient synesthesia. We can listen to fucking Hamster. Because Hamster won't get copyright strike either, which is very cool. I think I'll like go wash my hands quickly. There's just like you know when you get like some merch or whatever, and then it has like it just leaves like a little bit of a thing on your hands. I don't know like what it is. Where's Hamster? No, this is before Hamster. No, this is after. No, where's Hamster? There's Hamster song. Man, it did go fucking hard though. All right, the emotional whiplash going from the like really somber like Victoria ballad right into Hamster banger. That was a bit of a wacky one. I'll go by the bathroom real quick and then a little bit more yap and we'll watch Hamster. Wah! Oh, it was called Empty Crown, yeah. Stinky merch dust. Why do I have that open? What is, oh, it's curtain call. It's curtain call. Right, we could watch Hamster. We'll watch Hamster first, and then I had something about the Arknights publishing that I wanted to put out into the world. Spread my objectively correct opinions or something. Okay. Also, this interlude, right? They do the whole elevator music thing. It got claimed. It got claimed apparently because it's here. Local Elevator by Kevin MacLeod. The intermission apparently got claimed. I don't know if this is, at the very least, it's still here. So if you see something here like this, it's been content ID'd. If you see like a music, like song used like this, it's been content ID'd. It doesn't actually tell you like the monetization situation necessarily. But if it is here, it has at the very least been content ID'd. Like automatically. Because Kevin MacLeod shouldn't be like no copyright, but it's still being like content ID'd. So I think they're still fine. They probably still made money off of their ambient synesthesia. Because also, for example, obviously you can see Starset stuff is in here. Starset stuff is in the YouTube upload, but luckily is not here. Because here it hasn't been content ID'd. Which, however, you know, YouTube absolutely would try to content ID the Starset stuff, you know, despite it being what it is. Yeah, because they have contract and so on, but dude, the automatic systems do not care. Like, they would have had to, like, I think manually deal with that. Because they probably got ID'd on the upload and then they just had to, like, you know, wait for them to remove it or whatever. Right. You get... Hope I say too loud. And then we just fucking blast right into Hamter. This is the 2024 Hamter dance. Dude, it goes... The energy is insane. It goes so hard. Also, this performer, insane. The performance is crazy. Dude, how they speak so fast, how they sing so fast, and do the dancing as well. They're insane. Fucking Hamter. Also the 3D dance as well. I'm actually wondering how I haven't already seen something, but where's the clips of people dancing this? Because we have pretty much an entire choreography visible. So where's the dance covers? Where they at? Go off, Hamter. The only criticism for this, there's no way that Hamter was capable of actually doing this dance. They do not have the stamina to dance like this, okay? It's not happening, man. She can't. This had to be filmed across like 10 days, where she did like 10 seconds of dancing. And then, you know. Also, this song goes through like 4 different energies. Also, is this like, so this isn't K-pop because it's not Korean. So this is like C-pop, China pop. She is cute though. She is cute though. What I mean, Holder is hyper pop. Fair. I mean, Hodor do be simping. Hodor was having a good time. Also, there really is a swear. They put like a swear into it with the fucking censor. Can't believe you official would swear like that. How could she? That's fucked up. Hey, 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 hey. It is wild. It really is it's such a good performance. It's just a crazy good performance, man. Photo with the hyperactive dude in the crowd. Yeah. The one who's like, you know, they're at the front of the crowd, and like they have like a little area around them, and they're doing all the dance moves. They know every single form. It's like the Oshinoko moment of like, got the entire routine down, man. Going crazy. She's a streamer, of course she's cursed. That's true though. This is really true. I would know. Also, Eternal Flame, banger. Right, so Arknights Publishing, right? We were talking about... Just insane segue, by the way, just like instantly to the thing. Because we were talking about like the gap. You know, the fact that YoStyle is the publisher and will probably always be. And then the 6-month gap. I think probably what happened. So I started Arknights when they were still catching up. Like they were still in the process of actually closing the gap. And then pretty quickly after I started, I think maybe in like 6 months-ish, from when I started, they stopped closing the gap. in like 6 months or like 6 months to a year from when I started, they stopped closing the gap, and we stopped at the 6-month gap. Because yeah, it started with 8 to 9 months because Arknights Chinese server released at the end of April / start of May, and global obviously released mid-January, so it was like, you know, sort of an 8 to 9 month gap. And they were catching up when I started, and then they stopped, and I think I'm, like, now in hindsight, they stopped catching up, I think, around the time where the quarterly limited banner events started becoming a thing. So sort of around, like, Chapter 8 release, sort of around that time, I think is when they started, like, they stopped. And I think it probably is because of the quarterly events. Yes, there was also players, like, bitching and moaning about the pace being too fast. Which, I mean, yeah, it kind of has to be. It's like, the complaint isn't wrong. It's true, the pace was fast. And for players who, like, don't care about, like, I feel like there's a lot of players who, if you mainly care about the units, then having a 6-month gap is fantastic because you just get to know ahead of time, and you can plan all of your rolls perfectly because you know ahead of time. You can just only roll. You can always save as much as you want to. You can plan everything. But then, especially, for example, I think characters who are players, not characters, players who are, give me a second, who are invested in, like, the story and all of that. To us, the big gap is really annoying because we get essentially story spoilers constantly well ahead of time, and, like, insane hype stuff happens story and lore wise that we have to wait 6 months for. We don't like it at all. Like, people like me hate the gap. Like, dude, it's so annoying. It's horrible. But some people don't care about it because they don't necessarily care about that, so they just want to be able to save. Like, I feel like the main argument I see for the gap existing is, I want future sight. I want to know what's coming 6 months in advance so I can plan for everything. So that I always know what's coming and in what order. Sometimes the one that I see rarely is, like, we already have enough translation and quality control issues with the translation that, if they made it even shorter, we would have even more. Which, I mean, let's be real, kind of valid, actually. Like, actually probably true. And is one of the reasons why catching up now would be very difficult. But also, I think the quarterly events, right? The fact that every 3 months we have the limited banner event, those started appearing sort of after Chapter 8. And at that point, because then you get into the situation where if global wanted to catch up, they have to, at minimum, have to catch up 3 months, because they have to catch up so that a limited banner event lands on global anniversary. They have to time the big 3-week quarterly events to anniversary, and then, you know, like, the others come after. So they have to catch up a minimum of 3 months if they want to, like, catch up more, which at this point would be very difficult. You would have to catch up 3 months in, like, 3 months. Like, you can't even catch up slowly anymore. You would have to very quickly catch up, like, a 3-month gap. I don't necessarily blame them for not doing it. Like, at this point. That would be hell. Especially when indeed, you know, our localization and stuff is already sometimes a little rough. Like every single event release has typos and like weird quality control issues. Imagine if they had to rush 3 months of work into like essentially 6 months of work into 3 months. Like double the pace. Actually just double the pace. And then for sure players would fucking complain. An insane amount. So it's just not happening. And I think that's why they ended up at 6 months. They were at about 6 months. They were at a 6-month gap when the limited events started becoming a thing. So then they kind of just stopped there because it's like, oh, well, if we try and catch up more now, it's very difficult because we have to match the events. We have to match the event schedule. Because now it's not just like normal events all the time. They have these bigger events that are every quarter. So I guess we'll just stay at 6 months. Like they were like, okay, guys, we should just stay at 6 months forever. Because catching up to the next limited event is a horrible idea. Like, we just aren't capable. I think that's what happened. At the very least, I think that's a big reason why. And then obviously, yes, a bunch of people complaining about it going too fast. And no, my future sight. Can't say typos bother me, people make mistakes. Yeah, but it's like... Some of them are like so... Like some of them are like... So obvious and like kind of elementary mistakes. Where it's like... Did really not have anyone proofread this? Like... Did you not actually have someone like go over and proofread stuff? And because you are reading it and then it's like suddenly, yeah, you have to like double take. You're like, wait, what the fuck is this sentence? Because the sentence is just completely off because a word is missing or something. And you're like, wait, what? And you have to like go back and read it again. Like, huh? And think about, okay, wait, what did they want to say here? Because sometimes it's like, oh, they probably meant this. Like, oh, this is what they actually wanted to say. Because sometimes it's not just like a small typo. It's usually a word missing or there being an extra word or something. Yeah, it's a little immersion ruin if you are like reading. I notice it even more now that I read stories out loud on stream because I'm reading them out loud and I'm reading the text and then it's like because I'm reading it out loud, it feels even weirder when then there's like a weird, the sentence is just broken. Because there's like a complete word missing or something, which completely changes the sentence. And I'm like, what? Huh? Like both my mouth and my brain get confused for a bit. And I have to like readjust. Oh, bloody! I can't count how many content creator channels I blocked because they just can't stop themselves from spoiling in the video titles or thumbnails. I've used some like CGs from events as well, but generally when I at least try to when I use CGs from events for a thumbnail, I usually try and use a CG that I already saw in the previous event. I'll use like a generic one for the first stream if it's like a story reading thing. A generic one for the first one, and then for the next stream I'll use a CG that we saw like in the previous stream. Because you know the in-game CGs make for a decent sort of easy thumbnail to use. Title though is a big one. Like title is a big one, obviously. Like title is sometimes feels worse because sometimes you can just see an image out of context and it's whatever. But then if the title is like, oh my god, this person died. Do you think anybody's gonna have the same 6 months gap? Nope. I can't remember where it is. I feel like I never find it, so I don't know if I like hallucinated or like I feel like I never find it. But it has been said by Hypergriff that Enfield will have simultaneous release globally and storyteller. Enfield will have a simultaneous release on global in China. Like all servers will launch at the same time, or at least all the like main servers. Like maybe I don't know, maybe Taiwan gets a different like server launch or something. But let's see the memes where you read a sentence that is wrong and at the end it tells you read it carefully. The brain auto completes while reading. Yeah, but that's the thing is like those are like somehow weirdly carefully designed where it's like the word missing isn't an issue. The problem is that with the Arknights ones, it's often an important word, or there's like an extra word. Then it's like, oh. And yeah, people with future sight do indeed just spend less. It's just like bad for them. Like future sight does just, it just means you make less money. Like Arknights Global would absolutely make more money if we didn't have this much future sight. Especially global. Like I feel Japan, not the same. Like Japan doesn't follow the stuff in the same way. Japan, generally speaking, does not follow like the release schedule of like a Chinese server that's ahead. They usually don't follow it super closely. Like artists will follow stuff because obviously we get art. Like when new characters or new units are released in China, we get art of them. But they don't really follow like the banner release stuff in the same way. And they don't like save up in that same way. Meanwhile, global, Jesus Christ. Global, everyone is constantly like, oh no, I'm skipping this banner because I want to roll on this this other thing in 4 months from now. Global follows it super closely and like constantly plans for like what they're saving for. And like will like, oh, something new and exciting was released in China, like, and they completely change what they're rolling. Like, oh, never mind, I'm skipping the next 5 months of banners because this new thing was revealed on China. And I think Taiwan has a year of delay from CN or something like that. Skipped on GFL2 only because it did not have global release. Oh yeah, it didn't. Yeah, how much is the GFL2? How far behind is it? But I think they probably will try and catch up at least a little bit. And yeah, the mobile game market in Japan is insanely strong. It's just, it's a different beast, man. It's wild. 1 year for GFL? Okay. They will probably try and catch up at least a little bit. Oh, they said they wouldn't catch up, but they've... Maybe that's why. Because I heard that GFL2 has a completely... They've changed the... They completely changed the order of unit releases. Like, they're not following the Chinese schedule for content releases. And that might be why, if they're not... Yeah, banners are hella different, so I mean, that's obviously one way to get around future sight is by having your content be completely... Like, content order be completely different. But I mean, at least with GFL, it's very intentional, because obviously GFL is... Well... You know, in half of the world, GFL is self-published by the boys. And then there's also one licenser. But Dark Winter is also publishing like half of the world, so... And they obviously would have the same content schedule there, at least. So it's different. But yeah, like... Yeah, Arknights Global Arknights would be making way more money if we didn't have 6 months of future sight, because people couldn't be saving for shit in the same way. Like, dude... There's so many people, like there is a huge amount of people who pretty much rolled on nothing in the 6 months between Wishadel China and Wishadel Global. Because, you know, Wishadel. So no one rolled on anything. So many people just didn't roll on anything because they wanted to save for Wishadel to get the win button. Like, there's a bunch of banners between then and now that probably would have made significantly more money if Wishadel wasn't coming around. Like, and for that one, like for that, I think that could even be the reason why, or part of the reason why even JP, even the Japanese server, didn't actually hit #1 on the Play Store when Wishadel released. Because I think that probably even Japan was saving for Wishadel. But also, for Japan and the Wishadel banner, fucking Pokemon, mobile Pokemon was very new. So everyone, the entirety of Japan was pulling their life savings into Pokemon card game. Which is why Wishadel didn't, the Wishadel banner did not get top 1 on Japan. Which is like the first time that a limited banner in Arknights hasn't topped the chart in Japan in a long while. I kind of remember the last time it would have happened. And it's pretty much because Pokemon was there. Pokemon was the main reason. But I think they might have even, like, even Japan might have been saving for Wishadel a little bit. Yeah, no, Pokemon was just not losing. It's true. Got like the previous 3. I think it's more than the previous 3 or 4. Japan, every limited banner, I legitimately can't remember the last time a limited banner did not hit top 1 on JP. I just can't remember the last time it would have been. Like, it's just because it's been such an obvious thing that happens every time that, you know, Global is all right. You know, every time a limited banner is coming, Global is like, oh boy, time for JP to get another free 10 roll, while, you know, Global doesn't get anything because Global doesn't spend any fucking money. Global doesn't spend any money because we have 6 months of future sight and everyone follows it. One that nearly didn't because of an anime collab. They got 3 or 4 multis from them. The previous ones they didn't reward player base, maybe. Because yeah, I just remember it's been a long while now where every limited banner, it's just assumed that JP gets a free multi. So, Rosy Streak was broken by Pokemon. Streak was broken by Pokemon. Which makes sense. I mean, yeah, they didn't stand a chance against Pokemon. Like, Shoe Banner managed to beat out Star Rail for a couple of hours. Very good. Pokemon? Not happening. Not happening. Pokemon being the second biggest religion in the world after Christianity. I mean, yeah. Also, Pokemon being the most profitable franchise of all time in the entire world also probably helps. And I believe it's not even close. I think it's not even close. Pokemon is the most, like, the highest earning franchise of all time, like, by a good margin. Most earning franchise. List of highest grossing media franchises. Oh god, it's so bright. Yeah, not even fucking close. Pokemon, 98.9 billion. Mickey Mouse and Friends, so Disney, 61 billion. Unless it really is a fucking flashbang. I look like a vampire, it's so bright. Like, this is fucking Disney. Since 1928, Pokemon has existed since 1996 and is fucking 30% bigger. It's silly. It's fucking silly. It's not even close. Literally, like, it's almost double. It's double of the 3rd place, which has existed since 1924. This shit only existed since 1996. What the fuck? That's stupid. Game Freak doesn't even have to try with Pokemon games. I mean, yeah, they sure don't. They sure haven't, and they sure don't have to. Nintendo's become the new Disney. Not even Nintendo, it's just the Pokemon company. I mean, Nintendo also, I mean, Nintendo has always been a little Disney. You know, they like their lawyers as, you know, both Disney and Nintendo, they really like their lawyers, okay? They love their lawyers. They love destroying, like, a child's birthday party because they had a copyrighted character over there. These fucking Ariel, like, bombard them. Predator missile that birthday party. The Lopunny, Vaporeon, Gardevoir player base is very big. Unlike Disney, Nintendo's doing some cool stuff. That's the thing. The problem with Nintendo is they suck ass. They suck huge, massive ass with everything that they do outside of their games. But then they make a bunch of great games. I play like none of them. Because why the fuck would I have a Nintendo console? Why would I have a console in the year 2024? So I play none of them, but they make good games. Huge ass mentioned. True. All right. I think it's about time-ish for me to end. I'll join my friends for stuff. Next week, I might even make a community post for this. Bought 4 Switches. They all break or something? What the fuck? So next week, I think Tuesday, Friday, and Thursday next week are all like Christmas days, so I will be away. I won't be able to, like, I'll just be visiting family and relatives every single day. So I'll try and I'm planning on doing a stream on Monday, and then I should be able to do a stream on Friday as well. And I might also, wait, what is Saturday? Saturday is Saturday the 28th. Yeah, I can stream on Saturday as well. So I'll probably do Monday, Friday, Saturday next week for streams. So it's just one less than usual. And on a slightly different day. Otherwise, all good. Touching grass in winter. Exactly, not even touching grass. Touching snow, I guess. Not even grass. But yeah, because obviously the Christmas days, you know, I know I'm gonna be away for like during stream hours, so I can't fit in like a stream on those days at all. But Friday should be cool. Sure, Friday's cool. Saturday's cool. There should be no issue. And then obviously next up is gonna be like New Year's stuff and whatnot. But I guess that's a separate thing. So yeah, next week Monday, Friday, Saturday probably for streams. Monday, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Friday is probably Limbus. And Saturday, I don't know. But for now, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, thank you for lurking. Very good yapping session, everyone. And, nice merch. Nice merch. And, yeah, happy holidays or happy Christmas and, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Because, well, I guess I am seeing everyone before Christmas. Actually, I'm streaming on Monday. But goodbye! Bye-bye, goodbye. Goodbye.